I'm not late. I'm not late. I don't care what you say. I am not late. How's everybody doing? Welcome back to another stream. Oh, let me sit down. Move the green screen over a little bit more. Oh my goodness. How are you? How are you guys? How are you, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Someone's waiting on stream. You know, yes, I am. No, I'm not. It's my stream. I can choose when I go live. But no, you're right. I got no excuse. I'm a bad boy. I'm a bad, naughty boy. Spank me, daddy. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Let me get the groups up and running over on the NA, because that's where we're starting for today, boys. Starting over with the NA duels. If you guys want to start making groups right now, you're more than welcome to. You guys know how to make groups. Most of you guys know how to get this group up and running. He's been playing Overwatch instead of WoW. Gavin, no, I did not. I was not playing Overwatch. I was waiting for my video to finish up processing on the YouTube side before I could release it. So I was killing some time by doing some Overwatch, like, custom games. I was really into the idea of, like, you know, that ninja thing that people used to do back in Halo? You'll make a bunch of, like, death balls everywhere, and you would have, like, these platforms that you gotta jump around. I was kind of into the idea of that. I was like, I could do that for about 5 minutes while this video is processing. I could do that for about 5, and Didn't go well. Got a group going. Perfect, Matukes. Happy to hear that. How's everybody doing, though? Welcome back to a new one. Matukes, Colors, Gavin, Christian, Frankie, Fab. We got Date. We got Jace. We got Stefan, Maxi, PW. Oh, boys. How are y'all doing? Buzzy, Musk. How's everybody doing? Hopefully, everybody's having a good one. Boys, let's go. We got some duels for today. We got some big-ass duels to get into. Exciting duels to get into. We doing them on NA. NA duels today, boys. NA duels today. We might get some EU done after like a full 2-hour session for NA, kind of like what we did yesterday, but I think NA will want to play the whole time, so I'm just saying, EU, if you guys want to hang around for a potential possibility, but I cannot guarantee it, y'all more than welcome to. More than welcome to. But today we are going to be hopping on NA to give everybody a good old-fashioned try. Alrighty, boys. I'm hopping in the game right now. Get some groups going. Excited for UFC 239. I don't watch UFC ever. Is that another? Is that a game by UFC? A sports game? We're playing a sports game? Is that what it is? I actually don't know what that is. Ready for this, boy? Let's go. Got 4 perfect C-Mark. Happy to hear that, my man. The Seawar's got a group. Matuk's got a group. I don't know if you guys are in the same group or not. Hopefully not, so we can get some variety in here. Let me hop on my tune for the duels. There we go. Now we're good. Back to good old Dalaran. Alrighty. We are in different groups. Oh, perfect. That works out for me, man. That works out for me. 5v5. I'll let you guys know ahead of time right now. Everybody using chat before it's really gets populated. All y'all that are making groups, super apologetic right now if I'm a little slower today. I stayed up last night until 7 in the morning working on video stuff because I've actually spent a lot of my nights just playing the game without working on the content. I stayed up until 7 in the morning last night and I woke up today at 12. So I'm hovering on about 5 hours of sleep. I'm fucking dead, but I got enough energy at least for 2 hours and I'm just gonna fucking crash. So hopefully you guys don't mind it. Boom, got a group. 5-5 Alliance. Got the big boy himself. One and only. Let me get Matukes and Seawark first. Where's Matukes at? Hit me up, Matukes, with a message, man. Hit me up unless you don't have a group. Let me know. Unless you're just starting. Because Boom already got 5 out of 5. Seaver got a 5 out of 5. If you got a 5 out of 5, then well, it works out. UFC is a boxing sport. Well, I know UFC is a boxing sport, but when someone says excited for UFC 239, I have no idea what the numbers meant. Is that like 239th bout? 239th match? Or is it 239 like an episode in an anime? That's way too prolonged. Get 3 out of 5. Okay, we'll get Boom. Where's the Seawark off the bat? I don't watch. You think I watch sports? Are you kidding me? American football is about as far as it goes for me, man. Good old American football. Not the European football, or what do we call it here, soccer. Not because the word socks, but because associative football. Short-term soccer. I'm clever. I'm smart. I'm a smart boy. Trust me. Dalaran, need a girl, please. Is it a US or NA? It is NA! It is NA today, boys. Spells, anyone can join it. Anybody can join, boys. I'll let you guys know exactly how to do it after this match. But let me get a match going for these boys, okay? We got ourselves Switch. Who do we got ourselves? We got Blazer playing on the Death Knight. Oh! Not only is he playing Frost, he's got the fishes, dude. Something about this swag. I just don't know what to say. We got Seaver here who plays some more. Looks like or Kane. We got Saclo God X coming in as a Feral Druid. Death Steel as an Unholy. We got Oni as a DH. Team Melee with 1 odd of Caster versus we got Team Demons with Boom Soul as Boomer. As a Demon Hunter, we got ourselves Drive-Thru Man. 1 Peachy hanging out also as a Feral, and Thundras back with that Elemental. It's gonna make some meat over there, dude. Pretty sure it's like a meat hammer, right? It has to be. Who's gonna be out first? And it's gonna be Seawark as Arcane, jumping around on Spider. I actually got this mount today. Such a cool looking mount, honestly. Let me showcase it. Look at this thing. That's his jump animation. It almost looks like it has a little bit of a flight to it. It looks so awesome. Seawark, give us like that mount special, dude. Give us that mount special, dude, for a second. I want to see this thing. It's such a cool mount, dude. Such a cool mount. It's also kind of cute. It's also cute in a weird way. One, getting opened up on by Seawork. Gonna be stealing that spell steal of the bat. Stun coming on to Seawork. Is not getting hit too hard by the Ball Scourge Bomb. I think he actually might have been right in the AoE of it. Gonna be a big zap into Seawork from a mile away as one is gonna be popping that trinket from Tinkers. The Rust Bolt resistance from Mechagon and Seawork is gonna get a lot of health back through Temporal. So that was his Temporal for that trinket. What is going to be trying to see if he can get himself out. A Tyrant is going to let a Fear and a Tyrant onto Seawork. Seawork is going to have to go for an Invis just to escape the Tyrant. And for one, it's going to be a little bit hard fighting this mage without any damage over time. Seawork actually will be able to outlive the Tyrant completely. And so you want to just throwing down Boss Coach Bombs all over the place, hoping he can find Seawork. That Tyrant is not going to be able to min-max the damage, so Seawork escape that threat for a moment. Actually, Seawork had to go through both the invises, normal invis as well as the fast invis through Onatown. So that's interesting. Stun coming down onto Seawork with more Boskage Bombers. No, not even Boskage Bombers. That was just hands to go down in pets. I'm actually surprised, because that was a lot of damage. Seawork actually getting caught up between the one and all the pets. It's going to get a shield up and running, but running through that horror into a fear through the Boskage Bombers, doing quite a bit of damage. Is going to try to blink away, trying to find some line of sight. One definitely has the aggression advantage here. That's going to be a massive Cyclonic Blast for Seawork, trying to combo that together with his damage. One is actually going to throw a fear into Seawork, stopping him from being able to use that trick. A trick coming out of Seawork as he's getting hit with a stun. Actually able to get some damage into one as he needs to be watching out for his health. Going to burn that Warlock Hellstone a little bit early into this duel, and Seawork is going to be able to kind of poke in. One couldn't quite get a stun with those Boskage Bombers to min-max the value of his damage, but Seawork is at least at half health. Is actually going to go for a huge blink. Looks like he's playing the essence for ripple in space so he can get a lot of mobility out of the way. Thought to juke out one. Not going to happen. Seawork sitting at about half health. Needs to go for the instant cast healing. Stun coming down. Is that going to be a lot of damage for one? Is that going to be a lot of pressure? Getting himself a bunch of imps up and running into a horror. Summoning up a Tyrant. Seawork has he's actually going to have to go for an ice block as he's taking so much damage. Ball Scourge Bombers crashing all around him. Just going to wait out that Tyrant for the full duration of the Demo Warlock burst, and one is continuing to generate demons while he's got a Tyrant. Is he going to even be able to get a cast off? The Tyrant does dissipate, and Seawork is going to dip behind the other side of the pillow while rooting all the pets. Is going to start doing some damage to the pets again. He's going for that instant cast healing because of the trades that he's running with his gear. At least he can get some sort of healing. Stun coming down to Seawork. No Wild Scourge Bomber here, but that's going to be a huge trinket from the oscillated trinket. What is it even called? It's like a laser beam. It's a laser pointer. Literally a laser pointer. Seawork blinking all the way back around one. Try to see if he can get around, shields up, and try to see if he can poke some damage into him. Kind of out of damage, wait and run for his trinket, looks like. If he can combo that trinket together. The oscillant trinket, big mobility coming out for Seawork with a ripple in space. Stun around the corner for one though. That's going to be Seawork already so mobile. Imagine Arcane Mage with this much mobility. Knocking one up for a second. Stun coming down does interrupt him on a fear, locking him out for a second. Trying not to get kicked on his own cast though. Arcane missiles are coming out while Temporal is available. He's going to be able to hang in there for a little bit longer as he will be able to regen a lot of his health. Shields up, and one needs to get him down in the Morrissey Horror Effect coming down. Does land the fear to follow, but he doesn't really have the stun Boskage Bomber Swambo combo that he can keep doing over and over. It's going to try to see if he can drain Seawork from a distance, but Seawork is going to retreat pretty far away. Warlock Hellstone, or Warlock Board coming down for one. Does grab the stun and the Boskage Bombers. It looks like, oh no, although the Boskage Bombers do come in, but the effect was from the imps. Seawork went for a quick invis. Doesn't have a polymorph onto one. That's where he's going to go for as many instant casts while he can. All one can do is get the pet up and running. But the imps, as NPCs, are just not the smartest NPCs ever. You would think they would just start attacking Seawork while they got it. Hand to go down, try to come out for one. Not going to happen. Going to get locked out on it. That's going to be some Arcane Blast for free for Seawork. Finally able to do some damage. But there's just way too much health. Way too much tankiness for one. Stun onto Seawork. There's going to be more imps coming out to load up for the army. With Boskage Bombers walking Seawork through them with that horror effect. Shields back up for Seawork. Is he going to be able to survive? Has some health, but that's going to be Reflect coming out for one as Seawork is actually on full retreat. Is Seawork gonna go for a full mobility retreat out? Could try to go maybe for a little bit of healing, as dampening at a 5-minute mark is rolling in finally, ladies and gents. That's what all the healing out in the world is not gonna save anymore. Seawork has been going on for a fairly long while. It's gonna try to see if it can port out of this. Stun coming out with Cyclonic Blast. Actually ported in the wrong direction, and that's Boskage Bombers right on top of him. As soon as it happens, popping that Invis to get that 60% damage reduction for a few seconds, as what Arcane Mages have. That's gonna be one chasing him away with a Crucible of Flame around the corner. Seawork again still trying to catch himself a little bit of an Invis. And one is all the way away from the outside of the room. Actually might not be able to see where the mage is at. Actually might be able to give Seawork a little bit of food. Is he going to go for food right now? He's trying to go for a bit of AoE. I would have sat down and started eating ASAP, because one actually could have given him a bit of a moment. His pets weren't even over there. He wasn't even looking in the right direction. Stun onto Seawork. Trinkets out of it. Trying to get Arcane Missiles. Dodging the Boskage Bombers with a Temporal one, keeping him afloat. That's going to be Reflect for one, so he can get out his Tyrant for full duration. Doesn't have the stun to come over the Tyrant, but at least the Tyrant actually got a couple casts in there. And Seawork being out in the open, that's going to be perfect bait for the Tyrant. Tyrant is actually looking at him, thinking about maybe wanting to cast. He's like, maybe I should cast at him. That horror hitting Seawork with a Death Coil. Stop the Tyrant attack. Are you kidding me, Blizzard? Can you please make it Demo Warlock's Tyrant? Actually, a little bit of a smarter pet, man. That's too much. Stun coming down onto Seawork. The pets, the imps are doing work. Boskage Bombers diving in. Seawork is hanging in there still somehow. He's still hanging in. Getting more instant cast at one as much as he can. The shields are still holding on. Going to be another Crucible Flame drop down onto Seawork with a nice dot. Gonna slow down the pet, and maybe he can go for an Invis with some food. He might be able to, but no. One is already over there. He's got it hanging out in the middle. He's just hovering. He doesn't know where exactly Seawork is at. Seawork is going for instant cast ASAP, and one finally sees him trying to see if he can get food. Not gonna happen. This mage ain't eating today. 6 minutes, almost 7 minutes in. 11% dampening, and this boy's casters are still going at it. Stun with the Boskage Bombers, chunking out at Seawork for a good portion of health. Does knock up one for just a second. Horror effect to throw him down into a hand to go down. One could maybe get even more imps up and running. Seawork popping out the Temporal. Nothing that one can do against Temporal. It is going to heal him a little bit, but not too much. 30% dampening though is going to reduce it. So the more longer we get into this duel, the less healing that Seawork is going to have with those instant casts. He's still able to recover quite a bit of health, especially with that shield that's just holding on for a while. And one does have him pinned and kind of has him cornered. Wants to make sure that he is out there far enough where he can get those casts. So gonna be Seawork actually poking out into his own space, actually getting close to where he can actually cast at him. That was an unfortunate ripple in space. Try to go for a more defensive play to kind of walk the pad back maybe, and then point out. Big laser beam coming down for one right now. Doesn't get to do full damage. I think he actually got outranged and actually had to interrupt it. But that trinket did try to do some damage, oscillating whatever it was. I'm still learning the trinket name. It's fairly new. People are just getting it like today. Or yesterday, technically, for EU. Hannigal does still crashing down onto Seawork. Gonna be another interrupt. Seawork is still hanging in. 8 minutes in, 20% dampening. He's still playing it to the very end, as an Arcane Mage should actually just continue to play this game out fully. Back to engage with one. Gonna go for another round of running from one side to the other of the room, so you can get maybe poke out some damage, but one is just way too tanky. Seawork keeps trying out to try to get some damage. Does get an interrupt onto one. Can you go for some big setup? Needs to get the trinket perfect with one. Needs to make sure there's no pet stun, no horror effect to fall on, no interrupt available, so he can't be stopped. Gonna be a stun onto Seawork, trying to get out that Tyrant. Not gonna happen, actually. One stuttered a little bit with that Tyrant. Gonna be stun and the horror out of Seawork. Now the Tyrant comes in, and Seawork is gonna go for a more defensive play yet again, just bailing out of the ASAP. Warlock port coming down, Boskage Bombers on one side, Tyrant on the other, and Seawork is gonna be able to sneak out of there with Invis and continue to line that Tyrant as best possible. That was stun, that was horror. No more Tyrant. Seawork might actually be able to go for some big damage onto one with a lot of instant cast. He might be able to do it. He actually, I think he's been setting it up this whole time. Is that a possibility? Another stun. Seawork doesn't have a trinket for it, just needs to survive it for a little bit. That could be another horror onto one. Would it be able to get it out? That's going to be a temporal for Seawork to hang in there, interrupting one onto fear, but still going to be able to get those Hannigal Dons in there for even more pets. Seawork is going to go for more land side, dodging the Boskage Bombers. Could maybe be a horror effect set up right now, and then one needs to space out the stuns and the horrors to make sure he always has an answer for Seawork. Seawork could go for some big damage right now if he wanted to, actually. Because one stun is out, there's no way to interrupt him. Ice block coming in for Seavark just so he can at least hang in with his health. That's going to be more demon bolts coming out, and that's going to be Seavark coming in there, popping in big cooldown. He's going to get interrupted to one. Big blast coming down. Actually could one-shot him right now. Try to go for an all-in. It could be anyone's game. Seavark barely has any health. Now that does one, and actually one almost dies there. Going to be on EU up next. Walking up for one, and he goes down immediately. Seavark set it up perfectly to go in for an all-out burst as an arcade mage. Got one so close, but enough to get both of his boys out of there. Took him 10 minutes to set up, but he was working for it the whole time. And next up is going to be Boomasaur as a Demon Hunter now, a Knight of Demon Hunter. Boom, you just play every class, don't ya? You literally play every class. On EU is also up. Going to be Demon Hunter versus Demon Hunter. So let's see just how good Boom is as a DH versus On EU, who's done multiple 1v5s before in these duels. Opening up onto Boom, but he is the one getting first stun with an I-beam to follow. Try to go for a blade dance into a metamorphosis on top of him. I-beam striking each other. That's going to be stun to Boom soul. Taking so much damage right now. Going to be metamorphosis for on EU as well. Bailing out, and Boom is the one chasing him. Doesn't want to give Boom any opportunity to get any kind of leech healing. Waiting out for his own setup. Is going to get back in there with a blade dance. Both of these guys are mimicking each other's attacks. Going to be an I-beam into a short stun onto on EU. But Boom does drop down darkness. That is a massive defense that he might just have to. I don't know if he wasted, but he had to use it ASAP. Going to be a Crucible of Flame. And on EU just takes a Boom as he backs in there with a blade dance. One annihilate into the back, and then he takes him out. Drive human. Drive through, man. Go up and down the fell lances. On EU, actually fairly lucky with just how many his darkness absorbed, and it's going to be able to continue that metamorphosis into drive through, man, extending his meta just for a little bit longer with demonic. Gonna be metamorphosis coming out for drive through as well, and on EU needs to recover in health ASAP. Gonna be able to go up in the air. Drive through doesn't have an answer for this unless he shot him builds, and that's still going to be a lot of damage for on EU. Drive through is going to bail out of there immediately into the prison so you can get the opener onto on EU. Does he have a stun to follow? Gonna be an immutability for on EU as he goes for the nether walk. Metamorphosis to catch up to him as drive through is just trying to get to him. Gonna be more backflip stun onto drive through. Chicken side of it. On EU doesn't have a demonic yet. It's gonna land in the prison. Does he have the I-beam to get into demonic? It's gonna be Malik onto drive through. Doesn't interrupt that I-beam. On EU barely has any health, and actually drive through barely does get to cleave him down at the very end there. On EU just didn't have enough health to make it work here. That's still getting stunned up in the openers. Drive through just maximizing his metamorphosis ASAP. Death Steal is gonna go for AMS. Can't quite reach the Demon Hunter. Can't even pull him back. Just taking so much freebie pot damage. Stunning him up above, but actually can't even reach him. Look at him. He's actually just trying to get up to him. He couldn't even reach the guy. That was a very unfortunate stun. Drive through, man, just getting this metamorphosis back up, extended with that I-beam. Get it back in there. And with all those pets that Death Steal can put up, that's going to be a lot of cleave that drive through can just get from all those pets. But 46% damage, going to make it harder. Death Steal's out. Now look at that good stun coming down. Darkness available. Death Steal popping up here. And actually drive through obliterates Death Steal. Anyone flags him just like that while he is at it. Doesn't even care. Just gets him just like that easily. Gonna be Blazer up next as a Frost DK. So they're on here slapping him over some fish. I'm pretty sure Arthas is rolling in his ice prison right now. Looking at Blazer is like, that's my champion. Why would you do this? Why the fish? He's like, please, you have some good runic weapons back at home. Just go grab one of those things. At least present yourself. And Blazer's like, I'm just gonna put on this condom helmet, grab some fish, swing away. Dude. He was a fisherman in his past life, resurrected as a death knight. I'm creating lore for this guy. Drive through is gonna be low on health right now, though. Went up in the air with rainfall above. I'm trying to come out. Doesn't have a lot of health. Could Blazer take him out right here, right now? Frost DK damage is not too bursty. Oh, but he does clap him down at the very end. It looks like Peachy is gonna be up next as a Feral Druid. Blazer hopefully realizing that. On H team is going to be Peachy and Thunderous left on Team Blue. For Team Red, we got Blazer, who's still in it, and Cyclone God X next. It looks like Peachy is actually going to give him the full food. Is he going to let him have the foodies? Not bad, not bad. I like it. I like it. Yeah, so it's going to give him a full honor duel. I don't think Blazer's going to have an easy time in that honor duel at all. But we'll see. Maybe Frost is insane right now in the right build. And I just haven't seen the right build just yet. Have a group ready to go. All right, boys. Keep your groups ready for now. I'll let you guys know how to get them going in a bit, okay? I'll do it in a bit. Opener comes in onto Blazer by Peachy, trying to get the dots up and running. Blazer is going to get his own AoE rolling, and that's going to be thorns off the bat by Peachy. Blazer is just going to Chain of Ice that just doesn't want to deal with it. Going to be Matic onto Blazer, into a Bash to follow. Does have IBF, he wants to use it, doesn't use it. AMS is all he needs right now for that Matic. Survived that onslaught of damage at the very beginning, and now maybe can go for some damage to Peachy. Gripping him in right now, and trying to see if he can maybe get some damage in. Chain of Ice coming down is going to get a Crucible of Flame rolling too. Interrupt the Peachy on the cast, and maybe as long as he get him into that Remorseless Winter, he might be able to do a lot. Wall coming out for Peachy a little bit early. Predicting damage to be big from Blazer. It's Blazer going to be going into Transfusion. Peachy is taking quite a bit of damage over time, but it's going to use a root to separate Peachy and Blazer. Blazer just needs to maintain his damage over time on Peachy the whole time, just not let the Feral reset ever, and he might be in a decent spot. Does land a Chain of Ice, going to be still resell by Peachy. Big bite into Blazer, and down he goes just like that. Cyclone God X is the next one as a Feral. Wants to take out Peachy ASAP. Instant trigger for Peachy right now, as he's just sitting in bear form with wall up. This is where Cyclone needs to take him out so he can have himself Thundress easily. Peachy is going to pop a defensive with those thorns, and is just trying to play a recovery game. Cyclone is also going to pop those thorns as well. Had, I think, also a Lucid Dream in order to get all that energy so you can get a bunch of shreds, and a big bite onto Peachy, and down they go. And Thundress is going to be next. He needs to end Cyclone God X before he can really take him out, and I guess he gotta let him get like the opener at least. Cyclone God doesn't look like he got himself a perfect opener with that rake or anything though. That's where Thundress is gonna Flame Shock or Frost Shock him, dropping down Capacitor, has a massive Storm Strike ready. It's gonna be a wall for Cyclone God, as Thundress does get those lightning bolts in there from the Storm. Is it Storm Strike? No, it's not Storm Strike, is it? God, I can't remember. I can't imagine if I got the big cooldown for Elemental Shamans where they get the lightning in the hand for instant cast. Stormbringer, right? Jesus, dude. I told you boys at the beginning of the stream, I didn't have enough sleep, but it looks like Cyclone Gods is gonna die. Whoa! It actually got really close between Thundress and Cyclone. Are you kidding me? And Thundress takes the victory for Team Yellow. Oh my god, there was just so much happening in these duels, dude. For full 10 minutes, it's just caster versus caster. Nobody wanted to go down. And then it just came down to everybody playing. I like that. Let's get a new one going. Boom, got a group. I got a new group of 5. You already new group? Alright. So, boys, how many groups do we got? I need to know. How many groups do we got? I need to know. 11, cool. Also, it feels like it's really fucking hot in my room. Let me go, because where I live, it's like really hot and humid. Let me go real quick and make sure the AC is working fine, okay? BRB, real quick. I want to mute my mic. You guys can hear me. Getting up out of my seat. AC's working just fine. I'm just cooking here like a goddamn lobster. Whew. Alright, well, at least I know that I'm not crazy. Or actually, instead, no, I am crazy. Because it is working just fine. And it is goddamn cold. But I'm just fucking warm, dude. I'm gonna be sicko mode here in just a minute. Alrighty, boys. Doomlorn got a full group. 3 people never played. Machuk's got a group up. Let's get Machuk's and Doomlorn up. If you guys want to join a group, if you guys want to join any of the 5V5 1v1 duels that we do here, anybody and everybody is welcome. First of all, what is that garbage I was just listening to? That is not even part of a duels playlist, dude. That's not even part of my mix. Now that's a mix right here. Alrighty, boys. So if y'all want to join in for some 5v5 1v1 duels, here's how you do it. You guys are wondering, how do you join these? Go to Group Finder, player versus player group, pre-made groups, custom PvP, and if you want to find a group, select fine group. We're doing this on NA, Alliance and Horde. So if you just type in number 5, enter in the chat, then you should see a 5v5 1v1 group going. If you guys don't see a 5v5 1v1 group, you go to start a group, and you can just start one yourself. Yes, viewers get to run the show here. You got 5v5 1v1 duels, something like that in your name. Hit list group, wait until people are listed. Let me know in the chat that you got a group and who has a group that I need to add on Real ID. By the way, I can have more of you guys or join one of the groups with Seavark, Doomlord. We got Boomer looking for an alliance group. My chicks, I think, got a horde group. So there's a bunch of people in here. Chet, drive through. Yeah, I'm gonna close this one for a second because that's just me show. Oh my god, there's actually people here. There's actually people here. Wait, should I just add them and get like a 5-man group at least? Oh my goodness. Peachy, you show up to these duels all the time. Would you be cool with starting this group? What if I add? Okay, let me do this. Let me invite Peachy in. I want to make Peachy lead. I'm gonna leave so I can get the next duel going. But Peachy, you got a group right now. Easy. Peachy started a group, boys. Join up on an A alliance. All right, let's get it going. Invite spectator match. We gotta get Machooks in here because he's been waiting like a good boy. And Doomlorn in here. Here we go. Here we go. I started a group. Perfect, Jeff King. Yeah, all you guys that know how to do these groups have done it before. Please start a group so it the more variety, the more new people we can get in here, the merrier is how I look at it. Let's go, boys. Let's rock some asses is the name. 5v5, let's rock some asses. I like it. I like it. I like it. We're looking for variety today, boys. We want to see as many new names as possible. But I have no problem with some of the people that played before playing more than once. Perfectly okay with that. We don't have 1 person left. It's all good, Human Kia. We'll get you more people in. Unless you are the team blue. And then that'll be kind of sucky. I go to someone of you, I'll be down. MG, after 2 hours of an A, I might do someone of you. Like I did yesterday with EU and an A. I might do it. But I want to give an A first full 2 hours of gameplay before we really dive in, you know what I mean? Hopefully we get one more in team other blue. Okay, let's go. Switch. What do we got? We got ourselves Helvy Sam. I remember this bad boy. We got Helvy in here. We got Lilith. We got Machooks. Starting out as a massive Fury Warrior. Nice weapons, by the way. And Orc Voltage and Spart. Oh my god. Spart got commitment to this futuristic mage build. We got ourselves Team Blue that actually has only 4 people, which is a little bit unfortunate. Maybe the 5th will get in. We got Edwin. We got Kylie. We got Kyle Jr. And we got Third. Is Third going to make it hurt? I think Third is going to be the first one up. Maybe the Team Blue won't even need a 5th, so then they'll be okay. Usually, guys, try to make sure you have 5 people in your group. I mean, you can do one group 4, I guess, but it's thematically a lot cooler if all 5 people are there, especially if all 5 people get a chance at it. Alright, boys, let's get on going. Looks like it's going to be Third versus Machooks off the bat. Machooks is going to be mounting up on his side while Third is sending the pet over there. Already going to get aggressive and rolling, get it that slow up and running, so you might be able to get the skill flags in there. Machooks using line of sight created in the middle with the waterfall to at least build some resources from the pet. Maybe he'll be able to get a charge, massive damage onto Third. Depends what kind of a build does he run. Does he go for a bit of a reflect? It wouldn't be that bad of an idea. I guess Kylie, Kyle Jr., and Third to be able to get the reflect rolling, especially just against a Feral. I think that'll be enough for a cycle. And gonna be a stun to Third to interrupt his chaos build. He still lets one through, but a charge heal for Machooks is gonna be enough. Gonna be able to bust out of that charm or succubus seduction with a trinket. Do you actually need to trinket that, or can you? Is there like a fear where you could Zerker Rage out of it? Looks like you don't Zerker Rage because you save that Zerker Rage out of the fear. Gonna land a fear into Third, force the trinket out of him, and Third wants to go for a big setup, dropping down the Infernal right now. Does he get the setup onto Machooks? This is what Machooks is gonna go for massive healing a little bit early without Enrage Regeneration, really getting the full value out of it. Gonna be a Matic thrown down onto Machooks, but he's gonna go for that Lucid. Gonna get a stun as the fear comes out by Third, so Machooks should be able to get a charge back onto Third. Does he have a reflect? It looks like he does not, otherwise he would have charged right into that chaos bolt. Stun around the corner does land, and Third is just actually exhausting his time with that Infernal being out, not getting those chaos bolts in. So maybe that's exactly the playstyle that Machooks is playing for. Pop that defensive just to, like, you know what, it is an Infernal, so I might as well just trade it here. That's going to be another Shivari getting summoned up by Third. Hopefully For my chicks, it won't be too much of an issue. He's going to get a charge in third. I think he actually lined away from the Cataclysm. Going to be a horror effect. Actually walking him at third. It's going to let us stun. But the pet CC in third, trying to CC him down in a bunch of Chaos Bolts. Is he going to be able to get another one in? Is going to be able to get another free Chaos Bolt in there with the Fear to follow. Is that going to be Zerka's Rage? This is going to be Zerka's Rage out of my chicks. Third is going to port way out there. Trying to min-max the range. Going to be a massive lead by Matux. He has a bit of a recovery to do here. But third, I think he's kind of out of resources for now when dealing with the warrior, at least for the time being. Chaos Bolt trying to come out. Is that going to be an interrupt? Not going to be an interrupt by Matux. It looks like he might have interrupted some. Oh wait, no, he still does have interrupt. It looks like by the bars, unless I'm getting something wrong here. Shot of Fury around the corner again onto Matux. Third is continuing to get incinerates rolling into a pet CC with a succubus. His third have a good setup right now. No, he doesn't. He actually just goes for a conflag. Matux maybe can go for some big damage right now. He doesn't have Reckless for a bit, but still should be able to get quite a bit of value out of third so far. His damage been alright, but he hasn't really been able to break into the tough exterior that is the Warlock. Another Chaos Bolt, it's going to hit him as Matix actually trickles out of the Fear. I guess he didn't have Zerka's Rage out of it. Don't really know if that was a good idea to trick it out of Fear. Since you are a warrior, get in third, close to the execute range. Maybe this is where Matix wants to go in for the kill without Recklessness. Try to see if he can lower his health down enough. Gonna be a safety trinket. Saving third for a little bit longer. Stun to lock him out. Trinkets out of it immediately. Fear on the whole enemy team as Matix is gonna go for a Lucid Dream. Try to see if he can get back-to-back Recklessnesses in there. Gonna go for a Blaze Storm to dodge that Fear as best as possible. Gonna become flag. Separate these two, but third is in an execute range. Just looking like a snack. Casmo coming out off that Fear, but no, Zerka's Rage coming in for Matux, clapping him out before it's ever an issue. And Kylie is up next as an enhancement Shaboy versus Matux. Shouldn't be too much of a trouble unless the enhancement Shaboy gets a big damage. Looks like he might have missed his Sundering or didn't do quite as much damage as he wanted to Matux. Matux is already popping those cooldowns already, man. He doesn't care. He's just going to recycle in that Zerka's Rage. Maybe he wants to prolong the duel with Kylie to where he can get that Zerka's Rage before the next setup. But he's trying to get that execute onto Kylie. He's going to go for a lot of healing. Gonna be used on all the resources in order to maintain themselves. While coming out a little bit late, getting those Raptors in there and continuing to pump themselves full of Maelstrom. But all that Maelstrom is going towards the self-heal every single time. Doesn't even have an option to get offensive stun onto Kylie. Gonna be an execute by our boy Matux. Edwin is going to be up next with the Cold Blood. Once they get that opener on the warrior, gonna get a cheap shot rolling, try to get a setup. Nightblade to fall, and needs to get himself a big eviscerate. It's not gonna be a setup. Doesn't go for future stuns. There's gonna be a Blaze Storm out of Matix to dodge any stuns to fall. A big leap on top of Edwin. Needs to get him slowed at SAP just to stay on the guy. And he hasn't popped a slow yet. Gonna be an Essence. This is actually not an Essence. This is an Azeroth trait for a lot of DPS. So Edwin deals a bit of frost damage as long as he's above a certain amount of health. But when it drops below, he gets a shield, and now he doesn't deal the extra damage. It's actually an interesting trade. I don't think it's amazing. I think it might be good to a raid. I don't think it'll be great for PvP though, but that's basically a safety trinket at a very reduced rate at about 50% health or so. Getting him a Matix trinket out of the stun, continue to truck damage into Edwin, actually popping commanding shout just to keep himself prolonged a little bit longer. Not quite what we see from Kachikan playstyle, where he can get a bunch of charge heals left and right. Edwin dropping down the smoke bomb, maybe Matix can get Edwin low enough. Is going to go for a bit of that lucid dream, more like a lucid nightmare for Edwin. He trinket actually, his shield comes back up fairly early, does land a full stun onto Matux. Does he go for back-to-back cheap shots? Going to be a stun onto Edwin instead. Can Matux turn this around somehow? Charge heal maybe to follow off of Edwin. Does land a charge heal. Edwin does go for a Vanish Shadow Strike, I think. Cloaker Shadows coming out. Command once game execute onto Edwin available. And Matux does snipe him out. Kyle Jr. is the last man standing versus Matux. That was like no health unless Kyle gives an opportunity to eat mage food. And then that could work. I tried to join, but it didn't show up. Oh, it's okay, man. Don't worry about it. People lag out. People lag out all the time, man. Don't worry about it. Got an in-play enhances patch sheet. Enhancement is one of those specs that still needs some work. What a surprise. Warlock lose as a Destrum. Gonna be an opener onto Matux by Kyle. Is actually gonna go for a full wall as Kyle is gonna go for Cyclonic Blast with that trinket. Early damage on the Matux. I guess maybe it's a good idea that Matux pop his defenses a little bit early, but Kyle still has Incarnation if he ever needs to use it. What a dirty opener by Kyle Jr., man. That trinket, put it out and cooldown ASAP just to get some freebie damage onto Matux. And Matux now is close to that execute range himself, actually. Good thing Kyle doesn't have an X skill, but that big meaty bite is still gonna do work. And Majig's actually gonna bail away from Kyle, not gonna get back at him, not gonna try to AoE him with Whirlwind, trying to deny the opener by the Feral. Majig's definitely needs to get himself some healing going. Stun him to Kyle, but I think Majig's might just die in a dot. Actually gonna get a charge heal, try to steal and stay in there as best as possible. Kyle is gonna get some shields popping for himself. Bite into Majig's, doesn't quite kill him. Majig's does have a trinket if he ever needs to, but he needs healing more than a trinket. Massively back into his team and needs to find a way to AoE Kyle. Nope, not gonna happen. Gonna be stunned by Kyle and takes him out. Lilith is gonna be up next. Cheap shot into Kyle before he can get way out of there. It's gonna go for full vendetta into a stun right now. Does he have the same trinket from Mechagon though? Kyle is gonna turn his attention to Lilith, trying to see if he can get a wall up and running. Thorns are up. Big bot into Lilith as Lilith's house is actually dropping down super fast. That Thorns are allowing for Lilith to take a bit of damage. Lilith has a trinket if they need to. Kyle is gonna bail out of there off of that route. Lilith is looking for a restart. Kyle's gonna deny that. Cheap shot still comes in for Lilith because of subterfuge. And Kyle grow and strain just to watch the boy grow. Incarn available for Kyle. Needs to walk out of the poison bomb. Maybe it doesn't even matter. Gets the stun to Lilith. Lilith trinket out of this. Does get a trinket into a shortest cheap shot into Kyle. He does get a mean bite into Lilith. No blind. No blind does come out. But I think Lilith's death is going to come eventually. Either way, he does go down. Should maybe blinded a little bit early. Next up, who's it going to be? Orc Voltage, Spart, or hell this time? It looks like it is going to be Orc Voltage next. Yeet, baby. I love Fury. Let's go, chicks. Let's go. Stun onto Orc Voltage in the opener. Gonna get a pet stun off that. Might want to AMS this because Kyle's gonna go for the Cyclonic Blast. Orc Voltage health is already at half health from that trinket alone. What an insane trinket, dude. That's so strong for Feral. That's so strong for a lot of classes. And Orc Voltage is actually dead. Look at the bleeds that are just rocking him down. He's getting proc left and right. Kyle just PvE'd the dude. His gear literally won that one. Oh my god, he just geared him out. Next up is going to be Spart. Blink it and try to see if he can get a dot onto Kyle. Does land the dot and he's going to blink back to Kyle right afterwards. Once they get his Skull Bash out a little bit early. Temple coming out while the duel is 9 minutes in. 26% dampening. Kyle is getting chased around the corner by Spart. Kyle does get a bite onto Spart, but he goes for the regrowth immediately to at least snap himself a little bit of a heal. One regrowth, maybe two. That's going to be Spart blinking in there. What kind of essence does Spart go for? Does he go for Blood of the Enemy? It's really hard to tell, unless it's outright. I think Kyle does play... I'm actually not kind of confused what Kyle plays too. Does he play... I'm pretty sure Kyle plays Crucible. Pretty sure Kyle plays Crucible. Otherwise, we would have seen something, like, prominent. Pretty sure Kyle plays Crucible and plays it more defensively for a self-heal rather than doing damage. Leaping on top of Spart, trying to refresh his dots. Big body to Spart, and he's going to try to see if he can chase Kyle away with the arcane missiles. Kyle is going to be able to find himself a couple of regrowths. The dot is still rolling, not going to let him catch any kind of restyle. That's going to be arcane missiles from a distance. And this is where Spart has a bit of that mobility on Kyle. Going to be one leap for Kyle. Has a Skull Bash if he needs to use it. Couple casts into Kyle right there. Does Spart have the trinket to make the play here? Is continuing to damage Kyle, and Kyle is continuing to get slowed left and right. Does get a small charge at Spart, at least a small leap, and it's gonna go for regrowths immediately. Spart needs to get himself some food of his own or some sort of healing ASAP. Also, Spart's camera is a little bit bugged, so that's just gonna be a thing. Kyle is gonna try to sneak around the corner. The dot is still on him, and Spart can maybe get on top of him and just dot him up real quickly and not deny the Feral the opener at every corner. It might not be a bad idea. Could go for some food. Is there eye available? Does he have the eye? He does have the eye. He does get to do a little bit of an instant cast onto Kyle. Kyle leaping on top of him. Skull Bash to follow. Gonna be a trinket out of Spart. No Skull Bash available for Kyle. So Spart could actually get some serious castiness, some serious spells in. Those arcane missiles would actually do quite a lot of work if he just lets him cast in while blinking around Kyle. That could be really good. Cyclonic Blast coming out onto Spart. Gonna block that immediately. Doesn't want to take the damage from that at all. So that's gonna be a trinket down for Kyle. Does have Incarnation. Gonna leap on top of Spart, but he blinks away immediately. Gonna try to see if he can drop down Rune of Power actually. Is Spart playing Rune of Power? Oh wait, what? I think Spart's been trying to set up some big one-shot onto Kyle the whole time. Might be able to do it right here. Is going to go for an Arcane Blast as Kyle trying to see if he can charge to him. Going to be able to root him for a second. Kyle's going to just continue popping damage. Going to be Arcane Power coming down for Spart. Can he go for the big damage right now? He's trying to see if he can instant cast this one-shot Kyle. Going to be a stunner to Spart. I think he's going to go down to the damage regardless. Kyle popping in that wall just to make sure he is safe. I think it's going to be a massive Feral comeback, dude. I don't think anyone can beat Kyle, dude. He's got Seal West Pans. He's got the Crucible Trinket. The one that spikes people that has intellect on it. I know, Feral with intellect. I know, right? This guy does have a lot of intellect, really. I think all his gear is intellect because he's smart. You also got the Trident. That's also applying him some healing. He got Thorns. He got Bleeds. Bleeds proc, all those other abilities. And on top of it, he has that Rust Bolt trinket now. He's just PvEing everybody down, dude. I'm gonna beat him with a one-shot. I'm not gonna beat him with a one-shot build. Is that what you're trying to go for, Spart? Yeah, you might have to go for that whittled down build, man. I think that's probably the best way to go against Pharaohs. Gonna be cheap shots onto Kyle. As Helvisam gonna have his shield popping in right now. Even Helvisam is feeling the damage of all those dots. Kyle landing an opener. Helvisam doesn't have a trinket. This could be the end for Helvisam, but does land a blind into Kyle. And Kyle is in that bear form, staying in that bear. In order to not take too much damage. This is gonna be a subtlety rogue for Helvisam, actually. So just to get a full stun lock wombo combo. He actually could one-shot Kyle, but DRing his stuns like that, not gonna happen. Cloaker Shadows comes in, and Kyle, I think, takes him out just now. And he does. Kyle went for a big old 1v5. Heal for a lot. But even heal that much, you know what I mean? Like, my takes heal for a lot, too. There's a lot of classes that heal for a lot. Kyle just actually did damage, man. Crazy. Just gotta go with the wear and tear. Nah. Give Sparta a second, man. He'll get back in there and do some business, alright? He'll do some damage. That's not bad by Kyle. Really well done. What's up, Blizzard Dad? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. What's up, Event? How you doing, my dude? Got a Horde group on Horde side. Alright, Michael, you are Doomlorn, right? Hopefully? Or are you? Wait, are you Doomlorn? I can't tell. Drive through? I have a full group, but need someone on real ID. What's your real ID? I'm gonna add drive through man really quick for his real ID. I'm gonna add you guys just so I can invite y'all. See if I got a group. Lek. That Lever left our group. You wargamed us. Sorry about that, Lever. He left our group as you wargamed us. That's all good, Doomlorn. Nothing you can do about it, man. Sometimes people have to go. Sometimes people DC. Happens all the time, man. You can't sweat the small stuff like that. Imagine if I did do it. I'd have a fucking aneurysm and die. Hopefully Lek didn't try to add me before. Please tell me like you'd never try to add me. Like, nah, I wasn't even interested, dude. Wasn't even interested in you, Dal. Who you think you are, huh? Because not for the jokes of it, not for the memes, but just for the fact that if I add you right now and you never try to add me, it'll be instant. If you try to add me, that means I need to go through my list and find you, because if I try to add you when you have me added as a pending, it's not gonna work. So I barely got any sleep last night, and I'm pretty sure I didn't see you there just now. So let me try to see if I can get our boy Lek in here. Lekking. Zachary, Boom Group, Big Pogs. Okay, we'll try to get Boom in here. We'll try to maybe you can get Lek into him. The group is still 5, so good, perfect. So Seavark also got a group, that's good. Matukes, I think, got it set it up. Lek got it, okay. Lek got a group right now. Doomlord just played. Jeff K got a group. There's so many people. Let's just do somebody. Let's go Boom and Lek, then Jeff and Seavark. How does that sound? Okay, we got ourselves. Yeah, we got everybody. Invite, spectator, match, LAK, and Boom. Let's get Boom versus Lek right now, then Seavark versus Jeff King, and then whoever is available after that. Alrighty, boys. Sound good to me? Sound good to you? And Dal, first out kill, more than one. Yo, what's up, my chicks? You getting up in the world, huh? Although, my chicks, I really think you should try the Catchgun build, the double charges. He does play Torrent, which does give him that stun that he can use in order to unlock somebody for like a second. That does have him in tremendous advantage. But you might want to try it, man. You might like it. You never know, man. You never know. But that's where it's at, my man. There it's at. That was Jack Dalaran hashtag 1340. But on NA, I don't really add everybody. I like to keep my friends as small. I like to keep it small. Just personal choice. You know what I mean? Did I say that one? I hope I did. I think I did. Wait, did I? I hope I did. I hope I did. If I didn't, that's fine. I'll just get the audio from the stream. Alrighty. Switch. We got ourselves Team Purple with Azla. We got Boom in here. We got Hypnosis 1, and we wait, one Blade of Affliction. Oh, Zachary, the one lone warrior amongst these Swirlax and demons and scum of the Alliance, and we got Drive Through Men, Drive Human. I want to call him every time. Peachy. We got ourselves Painami. We got Search, and we got ourselves the Skindom. Is that what it is? Sap comes in onto Azilla, glaring that Garrote into a cheap shot. Gonna be open to buy the rogue. Gonna go for a Vendetta early on. And Azilla's just gonna fly up in there. Is there enemy gonna go for a Vanish? No, he's just not even gonna hide. He's not even gonna go for a cover. Cloak shot is coming in just so he can cloak a little bit of damage from Azilla. Just waiting them patiently. Just like, come in, come back in. Like a cat at the bottom of a tree looking at a bird at the top of a branch or something. Gonna be evasion coming in for Penime. Azilla is losing out on health fairly quickly. Gonna be tricking out of Penime. Looks like a human racial coming out. Gonna be darkness coming down for Azilla just so he can survive the damage coming out of Penime. Stun to follow again. No defense available this time. Only has a Vanish and a Blind. Azilla not looking at that health anymore. Get a shot coming down. Could that be the end to the Demon Hunter in the opener? And it looks like Penime had a setup off the bat. Didn't even need to sweat the small stuff. Zachary is next though. Is going to deny the opener by the rogue into a Storm Bolt as the blind comes in. Bold move caught. Let's see if it pays off. Didn't burn his charge for him though. It's going to try to see if he can find him. That's going to be a trick out of a warrior. For Penime, he's not going to have a blind to deny Zachary his cooldowns later. But if he waits about a minute, he's going to have evasion back up. And he can always stun him whenever he needs to. Also, Penime is going to have a trinket as well. Zachary playing that fear, playing that stun. In a bad situation, Penime can just do that. And maybe sprint out of there. Zachary's going to have a hard time fighting. You might as well snag the eyes. Should eyes come in at about a minute 30? Have they always done that? I thought it was like at 5 minutes for some reason. I don't know why. Is it just me? It's been a while since, you can tell, it's been a while since I stepped inside of an arena and paid attention. I only got 2100 last season of a rogue doing twos with randoms. I want to get in a real group and really push back up to like 2200 and get the 2400. Maybe I'm glad, never know. I don't want to verse another Demo Warlock. Yes, that's C-Mark. We're not going to put you against a Demo. Yeah, Assassination, Rogue, or Outlaw. I personally like Outlaw, but you can play whatever you want, man. We got Outlaw, we got Assassination, we got Subtlety. If you want the best PvE Rogue, Outlaw, Assassination. One of the best PvP Rogues, I'll probably say Sub and Assass. But Outlaw is good in PvP. I personally play it, and I personally like it. It does a lot of damage. And Subtlety is a decent option for PvE as well, with the Essence stuff. So play whatever the hell you want, man. Play whatever the hell you want. Looking back into this duel, it looks like Zachary is just hanging out with the rest of the group. Is he even going to look for the rogue? Penime is actually just waiting for literally every cooldown. We literally took a second to just chat with the chat, and Penime waited. Hasn't opened on Zachary at all, and Zachary just gave up looking for the eyes at all. He's just hanging out with the boys. Penime, is he just going to wait for Vanish? Is he just waiting for every cooldown? I don't... What? Huh? What is going on? One of y'all guys got to engage at this point. Zachary, I think it's a good idea to just look for the eyes, man. At least looking for the rock. At least trying at it. You know what I mean? Because he ain't going to open on you. You're wanting to come out with a Vendetta like he is right now. Popping the full Vendetta. Got to be stun onto Penime. And trying to decide whether he wants to trick it or not. He's just going to evasion this and just backpedaling against Zachary. It's a kid that shot Zachary trick inside of it. That's going to be continued damage out of Penime. Zachary popping off his cooldowns, but he actually can't even hit Penime due to the evasion. Trying to see if he maybe can get himself a massive heal. Enraged regeneration coming out. Starting to recover a little. Doesn't get a big charge heal. He does go for a big charge heal. And needs to walk out of that smoke poison bomb immediately. Gonna be Penime. Try to see if he can bail out of there. Zachary doesn't have the range to slow him down. If Penime might even catch a re-stealth. No, the Stormbolt does deny. Trinkets out of it. Try to see if he can get a killer shot onto Zachary right now. Could that be enough? Zachary needs to just maintain his health right now in this duel. That's going to be seeing ourselves heading into the 5-minute mark very soon with dampening. Cloak shadows for Penime as he gets a better shot. Zachary still able to AoE him. Penime does get a cheap shot. I think Penime is done for. Into a kidney shot right now. Addons by Zachary onto Zachary with an execute. That was a weird duel just now. That was a weird duel. Can we not have that whole re-stealth for days thing? That felt weird. Gonna be drive-through getting back into Zachary. Gonna stun him off the bat. Needs to focus on healing as much as he can. His health is way too low. And is drive-through man using that COS trinket? Is that what we just saw? Are you using the PvE trinkets, buddy? He is! Oh my god, just freebie damage onto Zachary. He doesn't have to worry about getting silenced. Well, now it is pacified. Zachary tried to leap away from the DH. Does let a charge heal off from him. But it's going to be an I-beam to greet him with that metamorphosis. Zachary trying to pop his own cooldowns. Starting to drive through him and not tricking out of it. Zachary able to do quite a bit of damage to him, but that blade dance was enough to finish him off. And down he goes. Boomsol is up next as a DH. We're at the 5-minute mark where the dampening is really going to start scaling up pretty heavily. Boom is just throwing in his crucibles of flame around the corner. Stun onto the I-beam to drive through, man. And Drive-Thru is going to be very much behind with how low his health is. Getting that Metamorphosis from range. Try to see if he can get on top of Boom. And Boom is actually going to fly up in the air. But after man actually put himself in a worse spot right now. Is he actually able to heal a lot? Wait, he's actually healing. He's actually continuing to heal while I guess he's technically Metamorphosis form. But that was just the funniest thing ever. They're just throwing lances on each other. And he actually almost has Boom down. It could be anyone's game. Did he just turn it around somehow? What just happened? Drive-Thru actually put Boom's in his health very close to one another. Double stun, and Boom does land the I-beam on him, but he does take him out with a trinket. Oh my, what just happened, chat? How did he even get that close? Boom had such advantage. Both of them flew up in the air. Boom is full health. Drive-Thru, barely any health, and he just kept healing. And Boom didn't. I don't understand what just happened. I don't get it. The Skin Kingdom is up next, so dropping down the Darkness 4. Boom, that's going to be Skin. Trying to see if he can get some damage in, but that's going to be a lot of damage on a Boomsaur. Dropping down Karma immediately. Needs to maximize the duration of the Karma. Touch of Death does come down to Boom. He might be able to Shadow Meld it. If he goes at the right time, might be able to Shadow Meld Touch of Death. No, going to go up in the air. Took a lot of damage out of the Touch of Death, but that's going to be Skin Kingdom just out in the open, popping every defensive in the book. Boomsaur could have Shadow Melded that Karma, and that might have been able to save a lot of his health, but he did play it ballsy. Fist of Fury coming down as is this. I'm going to bail out of there for a second, get him back in. Images are up and running. Boom can get him some full I-beam going for that demonic Metamorphosis, then he might be in a good spot. I just want that was a hiccup, boys. Sun onto Skin Kingdom, I-beam to fall. Does he have the big blade dance and annihilates, and it does annihilate through the mark, and down goes Minruki. Gonna be Circe or Peachy. Peachy's walking up next as a Feral versus Boom. I think he's gonna give him the full honor duel too. He is. Oh my god, Boom. You can make a play here. You could be the Demon Hunter main too. Demon Hunter god. And on top of it, Boom is a great rogue, great warlock, great shaman, great hunter. Demon Hunter is going to be another class under his belt. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Boom is getting those Fell Flames or Crucible Flame early onto Peachy, just starting to build it up a little bit. Doesn't want to let Peachy reset at all. And Peachy is sitting in that bear form. He's like, come over here. Come here. Yes, yes, come here, yes. He's leading you into his bear cave, man. He's bear dem. Actually just trying to kite you around this pillar. I guess he likes pillars a lot. Gonna be dropping down the thorns. Boomsaur could try to see if he can dispel and purge him out of there. Is he gonna go for it? Actually gonna fly up in the air. That's gonna be Peachy catching a full reset. Peachy is gonna 100% have the opener onto Boom as he's coming down. Peachy's right there behind him. Gonna land the opener. Trinket available for Boom if you want to get out of it, but not gonna go for it. Imprison onto Peachy right now. This is where Boom could go for a big setup, trying to cleanse Peachy off of any buffs that he has into an I-beam. He's going to be able to get himself Metamorphosis rolling for a little bit. Whatever damage he does to Peachy, even in bear form, is still going to heal Boom. So Boom is actually gaining back health. Going to trick it out of that stun immediately as Incarn comes out for Peachy. And Boom is just trying to kite him as best as possible. He's actually going to use the leverage of the... Look at he just went on a platform just to run away from Peachy. Peachy, what's he going to do? Go back up. The Boom's actually just kiting him. Look at that Demon Hunter kites him. I'm just gonna jump up. I'm just gonna jump up. There's no point in me being down here. Peachy's like, you know what? I'm gonna start my dominance. I'm gonna stay up above, see maybe if I can catch a restyle. Come here, Boom. You wanna come to me, right? Stun onto Peachy. He's gonna trick it out of it. Skull Badge, Boom. He still is gonna be able to get that full Metamorphosis in there anyway. Gonna fly up in there, try to see if he can fell lance Peachy. Gonna be able to land one of them, but Peachy is gonna go for a bit of a restyle. Boom at least is playing Demon Hunter, so you might be able to snipe Peachy out. Actually gonna be Peachy landing a Moonfire onto Boom, I guess, before he maybe goes for a Shadow Meld or something. Is that maybe what happened? Peachy does catch himself a resell. Gonna be an Immolation Aura for Boom. Full rush past Peachy. Immolation Aura ticking down constantly whenever it's up onto Boom. And it does tick next to Peachy. Gonna stun him right now. Back into another demonic coming up. And it's gonna try to see if he can tussle. Gonna be Thorns. Does he get to purge those Thorns off? He might try for it. I think he just tried to purge Thorns. Didn't look like it worked out. Could maybe go for an interrupt onto Peachy or Imprison just to keep him in place. Does he get to purge Thorns though? Thorns are down. Boomsaur could actually go for some damage. Just to get again into that demonic. Does have Metamorphosis, like an actual cooldown for meta. Bash comes out into Boomsaur. Could be really bad right now. Boomsoul. I call him Boomsaur. It's Boomsoul. Peachy is getting stunned up right now with full demonic. Gonna be an I-beam. Blade Dancer fall. Annihilate's coming out. Gonna be a lot of resources building up for Boomsaur right now. Does get rooted out for a second. And Peachy is looking to catch that quick restyle for a moment. Boom Solo is just out there taking the bleed damage. Is going to try to see if he can find Peachy. No, get it opened up on without Rake. Dropping down darkness. Peachy has a lot of health. Try to walk Boom Solo out of the darkness. Actually didn't know. It was like, you know what? Stay in the darkness. Look, what do I care? Dropping down a Maledict on you as well as a Root. Boom, having to burn that Warlock Hellstone just to get away from Peachy. And Peachy just going to Moonfire him. Because for Peachy, he got PvE gear. As long as someone takes some Boom Solo, the PvE gear will do damage. And he does go down. Look at that. Look what I just said. Like what I just said, who's up next is going to be one playing as Affliction, dropping down Demonic Gate. We were at 34% dampening, boys. Going to be Feral versus Affy. Dots versus Dots. Does one have the playstyle to make it happen here? Try to see if he can get a setup onto Peachy. Haunt to follow with a Fear afterwards. Does he get a bunch of UAs maybe set up? Is going to go for Cyclonic Blast right now with a big damage from the pet as he summons him up. That was a lot of damage in a single burst. That's going to be Peachy even popping Thorns right now. He's just like, you know what? I don't like what's going on. I don't like what's happening. I'm just going to Thorns up, dude. He's like a little hedgehog. He just got confused, afraid. Pop. Get the pricks up. Get him up and running. He doesn't care what happens. He just, oh, I don't know what's happening. Defensive stance. That's going to be Peachy. Not going to be able to catch a resell as one is going to re-dot him actually with a drain life to follow. The dot damage is actually going quite a bit. Can't tell if Peachy is dampening. It's just starting to take a toll or if the dots are actually quite potent for one. But it looks like Peachy just started to stand still, regen mana, and his health is just not going up. He's persistently just maintaining his health down. Gonna get Entangled Roots onto the pet. And one could try to see if he can kite him back into the pet at least. Trying to hug the corner. Not to get hit by the Warlock or anybody. Couldn't. Oh, does catch a resell for quite a second. Or effect to follow bash onto one. Could go maybe for a pet CC with a Succubus control. Could go for it. That's gonna be Incarn for Peachy too. And a Skull Bash onto one, and he's trying to go around the corner. The dots are doing quite a bit of work. Does let himself a little bit of a drain life. Wall comes in for Peachy just to get himself a little bit of a setup. Stun around the corner. Maybe one can get around and get maybe a dot or two refreshed. That's exactly all he needs to do is get Agony, Corruption, whatever other dots he might be rolling with. Or at least he's to kite Peachy into the Succubus, so at least he doesn't let him reset. Again, Thorns are coming back up. Maybe it'll do enough damage to the pet. You never really know. Maybe one could go for Pet Seduce at this point because Peachy is maybe, let's say, he's hanging on the long side of the wall. Nowhere to go really. Is going to go for Fel Hunter instead so you can at least take dots or hots off of Peachy. Going to be interesting. Interesting choice and going to be able to interrupt his opener. So Peachy does need to worry about the pet now. Is going to get rooted. And that's what one could again kite the Feral back into the pet. Doesn't want to get caught into the pet. Wants to catch a restealth. Actually does catch a restealth. Very unlikely. Very unlucky. For Peachy, this is a perfect opportunity. Finally lands an opener onto one. It's going to have regrowth with it too to beef up the damage of his dots. Not going to go for CC by the pet, and that's going to be one trying to get the dots up and running. Cyclonic Burst right now onto Peachy. Where's Peachy go right now, actually? I changed my camera in the wrong direction. I've lost Peachy for a second. Walk him in for one. Walk him in for Peachy. Just chopping down those UAs on him. Peachy not looking all that healthy. Wall keeping him afloat, but those dots are doing quite a bit of work. Getting that regrowth in him, but he does go down. Nothing he can do at the end. Dampening so high. Once the Warlock gets his dots in, you're done, son. And Cersei is going to be up next. One, that trinket, just that laser pointer, lets him obliterate people, dude. It gives a class like a Warlock Affliction. All the dot heaviness is like, hey, burst, guarantee. Then you combo with a bunch of abilities, you're good. Garrote coming in onto the Succubus as Kidney comes in onto one. That is going to be a pet CC Succubus. With that Seduce, one is going to be able to get those basic dots in there with a horror effect on the Surge, with a Haunt to follow. It's going to go for Warlock Gateway just to get the range, and Surge taking quite a bit of damage off the bat. Look at that damage he's taking, man. Does he get a concoction? He even uses the Crucible Flames for self-heal. He's just melting. He's like a snowman in summer. What is going on? He has a Mark for Death ready for one. One is going to go prolonging his dots, but it's going to be a Cloak of Shadows by Cersei. That pet is going to be there zapping him, trying to do what he can. Cersei is going to go for the evasion. Shadow Fury trying to come out, does get kicked. Oh my god, could one go down right now? As a Mata comes in, it's going to be full of cooldowns coming up for Cersei. It's trying to re-dot the Rogue right now, going to be going down, but those dots, the UA and Corruption would actually be it, I think. And Hypnosis is just going to go finish the job for a boy. Oh, I hate that Casbolt. Dude, what was that damage out of one? He only killed one guy, but he did so well. He almost did as much damage as Peachy. Oh my god, Peachy, your healing is insane. I don't understand Feral, dude. I don't understand Ferals. Oh my god, that was so cool. Alrighty, boys. Let's get another one going, boys. Let's get another one in here, yeah? What's up, Sashimi? How you doing, my man? Hey, Sashimi, thanks for hanging out last night. You were my entertainment for the evening, dude, while I got barely a wink of sleep. But you were there keeping me afloat. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate you, my dude. Hey, Mr. Jimmy, if you're ever streaming after I'm done my stream, dude, let me just throw the kids to you. You can have the kids for a day. You know what I mean? Let's get another one going, though, boys. We got ourselves Seawork and Doomlord, I think, are going to be up next, yeah? No, Seawork and Jeff. Does Jeff still got a group? I do not have the int trinket. I hate that trinket. Wait. Wait, the COS one? Kyle doesn't have the COS trinket? Yeah, I don't use that. Oh, wait. Oh, shit. Just the COS pants, then? How you do so much damage, though? We got 5. Jesus, we got so many groups with 5. Let's get Seawork up and running versus Jeff Gang before they fall apart as a group, man. We gotta keep the groups together, boys. Oh my god, there's so many fucking groups on NA. I'm actually loving this. Honestly, I'm loving this. Seawork and Jeff Gang. Jeff Gang. Let's get Jeff in here. What? Doesn't have no target. Is one of you guys offline? Seawork is offline. I think it's Jeff. Oh wait, did he leave? Or maybe he just has himself as offline. I can't tell. 412 out of ML maybe? Oh, that could be it. We got 5. Lucron got a group. Okay, hold on, Jeff. I'm gonna give you a chance. Otherwise, I'm gonna Seawork against somebody, man. I will probably go Seawork or Spart or Lucron or somebody like that. Then we'll get Matux in there too. So many people, dude. So many people to get through. I'll try to get through as many of you guys, but no guarantee. Look at his demo, please. No. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. He's not one at least, okay? You will have a chance, maybe. Hey, that was our proximity. How you doing, man? How you doing, my dude? I murdered Seawork 1v1 and Azeroth. Did you really? You say hello to him next time. Like, wave at him. He knows that he knows you. What's up, Honeybee? How you doing, fam? Hope you're having a good one. One more in an award, LFG. Hell yeah, Pedro. Hell yeah. I think Jeff is gone. Or is he here? Did Jeff come back? Unless Jeff. I gotta scroll down for him. Yeah, Jeff is. He just. I think he like logged. I think Jeff is gone. I'm gonna guess that Jeff is gone. I got 21 rating after being carried into the end of the patch 8.15. Yeah. That's what Lucron has to say when he carries some kids. He just doesn't like to draw attention to him. That's all he does. So listen to this man with a broken back. You and Boom. Yo, glad you guys had some fun with that, though. Doom wants to go versus me, Doomlorn. I know he does. I know. But, Seawork, I've been waiting for a while, but also we got Lucron, we got Spart. Spart or Lucron? I think we'll go Spart. Let's go Spart, because I think they might be in the same team as Lucron, or different team. Either way, Spart. We get Doomlorn versus Lucron, Zachary versus Matux. We'll probably do, after this one, Matux versus Zachary. Do we get the Warriors bashing one another? We'll have maybe them go first to really deal with one another. Then we'll go Doomlord. It's just so many people. I will try to get through as many of you guys as I can. It's not going to be perfect, and I'm not going to be able to remember who came first, who came last. I'll try to do it first come, first serve. What is it called? What is it saying? First come, first serve. I'll try to do it first come, first serve, but there's zero guarantee. I will try my hardest. I will try my best. No guarantee. Hopefully everybody in spots. Okay, they're coming in a second. I was gonna freak out for a second, like, oh, where's everybody? There's like 2 people. All right, now we gotta set up to Twitch. What do we got? We got ourselves Team Seawork hanging around. Team Wizards over here. Seawork hanging out as Arcane some more. Change his mog a little bit. Cyclone God X in the back. D Clock. Hanging on his side. What is he, Destro? He has to be Destro. We got Destro has more than a holy action. And we got glowing reviews for this bad boy playing that elemental versus boss skill. Let's see how many bosses we got in this group. We got Hash Love. We got ourselves Shadow Steppy. I like it. Wait, Shadow Wispy? Oh, I like the Nightborn. Nightborn rogues look dope, by the way. Something about it, dude. That looks hot. We got ourselves Zanzoa and Spartan. It's gonna be going up first, so as it looks like Cyclone God is already trotting his bare ass around, his turtle ass around into the arena. Who's gonna verse him? Looks like it's gonna be Hash Love up first. As an assassination rogue, it's probably as good of a matchup as assassination for Feral to give, you know? That's probably as close as it's gonna get. Besides maybe like Cyclone or like a Feral and a Monk. That's I think another close match. Gonna be Thorns off the bat and Hash Love gonna get hit with a bat. Chickens out of it immediately. Gonna go for the blood of the enemy with Vendetta onto Cyclone God. He's actually just gonna go for a little bit of that roar. Just trying to see if he can get himself a reset from the rogue. It looks like it's landing kind of a reset. Trying to jick him around. Does that a full reset. Does AoE the rogue out. Hash Love still had a Vendetta rolling on him. But that's gonna be Vendetta down for the time being. Does go for a cheap shot onto Cyclone. Big damage onto the Feral. Not shrinking a single thing. Gonna get, oh my god, blinded. That's gonna be instant chicken for Cyclone. He's gonna try to respond. Cloak of Shadows and evasion rolling for Hash Love. How did Cyclone get so low and then come back from that? How did that happen? How did he get so low and then come back from that? How did that just happen? How did that just happen? I don't understand. Hash Love just kind of find him. I think what Cyclone God swipes him out of there. Thorns are up, so Hash Love simply cannot hit into it. That's free damage for Cyclone. Does land a big bite. Gonna be a vanish out of Hash Love, and Cyclone does some bleeds on him already. Just waiting for that rogue to come out any moment. Gonna be that safeguard trinket coming up. Is gonna be able to catch a resell Cyclone. Just hanging up by his pillow. Backed up for a second, seeing if he can find the rogue. Both of these guys are going to get himself a bit of an AoE. Oh, reset almost happened. But Hash Love does get found out. Does then a cheap shot onto Cyclone God. Big damage on the Cyclone God out of nowhere. What was that? Envenom damage. Does he just go for a big Envenoms? What was that? He actually basically obliterated the guy. You know, but just one-shot this poor dude. Are you kidding? But no, Hash is also fairly one-shot. The dots are taken down. Big damage from the bleeds. The big procs. He just got procced on so hard. And down he goes. Cyclone God is going to catch a reset. What was that in Venom? What is that? He didn't even pop the trinket, did he? He never... Oh my goodness. I want to see what that... He did assassination. That was insane. Just one in Venom. Didn't even Vendetta that one, too. Just pop. Just one ability. Just take out so much Cyclone God's health. The next up is going to be... Looks like Zanzoa. Zanzoa does get a cheap shot onto Cyclone God. Gonna go for Vendetta right now, trying to get the damage up and running. He's gonna go for a Mark for Death kidney shot right now, trying to see if he can get a big Envenom in there too. Gonna be Thorns up and running. Trinkets out of the bash immediately. And Cyclone God is actually very low health. Gonna be Shadow Step by Zanzoa with a Cloak of Shadows as he is trying to deal with the Thorns by trying to avoid the damage as best as possible. Still taking bleed damage, dot damage, but he's still relentless with his attack on the Cyclone God. Another kidney shot does come out as a safeguard trigger comes in for Cyclone. The Cyclone is going to go for a bit of that Actually, no, he goes out for that Lucid Dream in order to get himself a bunch of energy. Zanzoa does catch advantage for a second, and Cyclone God looking for that massive re-heal. This is where I feel like Zanzoa should have probably stayed on the man the whole time. We can actually see some of the cooldowns for Zanzoa. It's not Toxic Blade. He's all about that big Exsanguinate. But that's going to be some bleeds. Put him in a root. And I think he's just going to die to the bleeds. I feel like he had Cyclone God X on such a low ground with his opener. I would have stuck with it, man. I would have trucked it out. But he he separated from him for a second. And Cyclone just healed to full. Maybe that's something about the healing of a Feral Druid, right? Shadow Wisp is going to be next. Another assassination rogue. Is that going to be 3 for 3 assassination that Cyclone God just doesn't die to? Other poison the bleed do nothing. It was in a sub. I was in a vest. Oh, is that what it was? That first guy was a sub rogue? Hash Love? Oh, that might have been it actually. Yeah, I didn't even notice. That might have been it actually. That would explain it a lot. Gonna be a stun onto Wisp. As Cyclone is gonna get a full bite, get all the bleeds up and running. Gonna be a stun onto Cyclone, but those Thorns are doing damage back to Wisp. Gonna have his safeguard trinket proccing. Is gonna get a concoction rolling Try to wait out for that Vendetta to get a perfect Vendetta setup. Try to stay on the Cyclone as best as possible. Nice and Venom. The damage is actually starting to creep up on Cyclone as he's trying to shake this Rogue off. Gonna get a bite back into the Rogue. Is he gonna go for a root? No, he is not. He's actually just gonna go for a self-heal. That's why Shadow Step could have used a throw knife in order to slow down Wisp God or Cyclone God. Force it maybe to kind of like cleanse himself, then try to go for a heal. Would have been extra global to work with. That's going to be a Vendetta coming out for Shadow Step. No, actually, no, it isn't. He used Vendetta earlier, it looks like. I'm not exactly sure when he did that. That was Spart's cooldown's actually just flaring. It wasn't Shadow Wisp. It was a Spart's cooldown. Big bite onto Shadow, and it looks like they're gonna go down. Cyclone taking another Rogue out. 5 minutes in, and Boss Killer, is he gonna be able to take out this boss? Cyclone God X playing the long setup. Is going to land the opener, get in those dots onto boss. Is even going to hit him on the root. Is he going to go for that hand of freedom? Nope, just going to try to see if he can heal through the damage. Cyclone getting the Skull Bash. What was that? Didn't even move anywhere with that Skull Bash. Just got that long range interrupt regardless. Getting some big procs onto Boss Killer though. Going to be a bash stun onto Cyclone. Trick us out of it immediately. This is where Wings come in for Boss Killer. Could try to go for Shield of Vengeance. Try to see if he can get that thing to pop next to Cyclone. Not going to happen. Boss Killer actually rooted out in the open. Tried to pony up. Couldn't quite catch up to Cyclone. Cyclone catching another reset opener onto the Boss Killer. The Wings don't even scare him. Just going to continue to maintain the bleeds on the Boss Killer as best as possible. Keep whittling him away. No trick available for Cyclone God anymore. If Boss could just get that Hodge in it, he might be able to make work of this guy. Cyclone coming out from range. Could bubble or bop it if you wanted to. Or bubble at least. Couldn't bob that one. Wait, can you? Could you pop Cyclone? Because it is technically physical. It's not something that could be dispelled. I don't think you can. Gonna be Thorns for Cyclone God X. He gets a big bite into Boss Killer. Boss Killer does submit along Wings. Try to see if he can all in into Cyclone God X. Big Temporals need to come out. That is gonna be Thorns. Could bubble this right now. Oh, before the bubble, spend the last global into a judgment thinking he could live. But a big bite is all it took. Sparta's gonna be the last man standing on Team Red. Try to see if he can get around Cyclone God as best as possible. He's going to go for the long-term build. Temporal coming in. His camera's going to be messed up for a bit, but that's okay. Nothing I could really do about it. That's going to be a Cyclone onto Spart in the opener by Cyclone God. I mean, I guess he is a Cyclone God, so it would make sense for him to be using Cyclones in his duels. As Spart is going to be playing the Crucible Flame for that a little bit of that extra instant cast damage. Try to see if he can chase Cyclone God X with an Arcane Missile or two. This is going to keep the dot rolling to deny the opener by Cyclone. Looks like I think he tried to. See if he can get a prowl there, but it looks like he's not going to be able to. Try to see if he can get some damage onto Spart. You just need to get the bleeds rolling just to get a big setup going. And Spart needs to get him out in the open, which is exactly what he's doing. And is trying to blink around him, whittle him down, play monkey in the middle with the guy, and try to keep the slows rolling every time he power shifts. Every one of those instant casts is going to continue healing Spart, especially the dampening, which is about 17% right now. Climbing higher into the 20s in a few minutes. Bash comes in onto Spart, trinkets out of it immediately. Cyclone God does have Incarnation rolling, and Spart is not even letting this fellow re-stealth at all. He just gotta try to stay on him as best as possible. Could I think back blink at Cyclone God if he wanted to. Spart did have some cooldowns available as well, but he's gonna go for instant cast regardless. He's just gonna go instants all day. Cyclone cannot find a re-stealth again. Another blink by Sparticle. I think it's better to just pay attention to where Spart is, because he could be anywhere and everywhere. Getting Cyclone out, forcing him out in the open, not letting him hide behind the line of sight. Trying to see if he can force out his Skull Bash. Does he get to? Maybe he can go for some Arcane Missiles while he's out of Feral Foam. Trying to steal whatever buff Cyclone God has. That's going to be another wall out of Cyclone. More Arcane Missiles. Spart is trying to see if he can maybe juke out any kind of damage out of Cyclone. Does hit him with a nice Arcane Blast from a distance. Getting back in there. Another wall available for Cyclone God X. It might be his last wall, and Spart is just continuing to truck him down and continue to whittle him away. He's just slowly chiseling, but that damage is really stacking up over time. Cyclone finally gets a bash into Spart. Wants to maybe go for a big setup. Spart is going to blink around, try to see if he can just stop the healing or maybe interrupt it altogether. Arcane Missiles around the corner. Gonna go for as many instant casts as possible. Cyclone coming out onto Spart. Could maybe ice block it? I think he's actually just going to stay. 9 minutes in. Spart is going to stay in that Cyclone. Just kind of live it. Cyclone does finally get himself a little bit of a reset. Finally. And he's going to go for that regenerating. Spart could go for some food right now. pick up eyes and go for food. Cyclone could poke out and moonfire him, which I think exactly what he's going to try to do. Going to get back in there because he's in a much better position. Arcane missiles coming up for Spartans. He's going to blink around the Feral. Temporal coming in, and so Cyclone could peel away. And I think that's not exactly what he wants to do, but he simply just can't catch up to Spartan. But Temporal just couldn't get any kind of healing going, except from whatever damage the bleeds would have inflicted and whatever PvE procs for PvE pieces of gear. Bash and Spart does ice block the opener, the first stun by Cyclone got out. Maybe second stun ever, but the stun by Cyclone. And Spart, his health is doing okay for 29% dampening, 30% dampening now. Cyclone just continuing to heal like a resto druid. He just goes behind the pillar, gets the dots up, who goes out for Spart, gets the dots up and running, get the bleeds going, and he goes behind the pillar and starts regrowthing. Gonna be a Maledict onto Cyclone. Try to see if he can deny him any kind of healing. Is he gonna be able to do a lot of healing without the Maledict actually absorbing quite a bit? Try to see if he can open up into Spart. Spart denied it, actually getting quite a bit of damage into Cyclone. Could maybe blink around the corner. Cyclone gonna go for all the healing in the world that he's got right now. Spart is gonna go for as many instant casts, redotting Cyclone to make sure that the dot is there. Cyclone, I think, is kind of sort of running out of mana. Maybe he's gonna go for a regrowth, has a wall back up, has a trinket if he needs to leap and run on top of Spart, and Temporal coming in for Spart immediately, gonna be able to re-heal through a lot of the damage. Trinkets out of the bash immediately. Cyclone has a wall if he needs to. Spart taking him out in the open just so he can play monkey around the middle with the guys. It's gonna be a lucid dream for Cyclone. Maybe he can get a lot of energy to get a bunch of shreds of the Spart. Not able to maximize the value. The Spart is just blinking around him. Maybe that could be enough damage right now. Spart trying to go for something right now. And I think Cyclone might be out of mana completely, just trying to heal himself as much as possible. Trying to let a regrow. Spart is not letting it happen. Does get one regrowth in, but the dampening is 36% right now. Spart blinking on top of him. Maybe Cyclone might happen. No, it doesn't happen. Does he have the dodge damage? It looks like the dodge might be enough, and that's going to be a Crucible of Flame to take out a Cyclone God X, and Seamark is going to be up next, trying to see if he can tussle with the muscle that is Spart. Just spent all that time trying to take out a Feral Druid, whittled him down. Spart just needs the time. He needs the concentration. He'll eventually get the Druid down, but he just needs the time. And now he's gonna have to go against Seamark. It's like, it's kind of like, hey, here's the master and here's the novice. Seamark isn't bad at all, but I know that Seamark has had far more experience as a fire mage than arcane. He's not a bad arcane mage. We saw him duel 1 for as long as he did. That was very well done. But Spart's been living. He was born in arcane, literally molded by it. What's her face? Egwin? That's like a prominent WoW name, right? Let's just say Kaga. Kaga literally... Kaga was his, like, uncle or something. I don't know, dude. Oh, my God. So what's going to be Spart's strategy here? Does go for an invis. Continuing to run from Seamark. I hate how the camera is still so bugged for him. Is it because he was mounted up and he just blinked or something while mounted up, and then he gets stuck like that sometimes? If he mounts up again, it'll like fix itself. Spart, if you ever get a moment that doesn't mess with the gameplay, if you can mount up for a second just so we can get a better cam view, maybe we'll just follow Seamark for a bit. Seamark is going to have to start whittling down Spart, cashing him as much as he can and trying to get as much damage out as possible. Is going to try to get a knock up onto Spart as he's getting those free arcane missiles in, as Seamark just doesn't have a way to interrupt it. That's going to be arcane mages blinking around on one another and just whittling and tickling each other with damage. Spart getting in a couple of those strains of arcane missiles though, which is really good for him. Continuing to Arcane Explosion, both of them, just to maintain their healing. They do get artifact weapon, Azeroth traits, in order whenever they do insta-cast spells, which is majority of Arcane Mage spells. Between your Arcane Barrage, Arcane Explosion, Spell Seal, you're slow, you can get the Palm and insta-cast Arcane Blast, like Spart did just there, just trying to go for some damage. So doing all of those, Arcane Mages heal for quite a bit. Except for your like Arcane Missiles, but even those you can kind of like... You won't be able to get a healing out of those, but people will like stutter step it, so almost like instant. Spart is actually just throwing shields back and forth to one another, spell stealing one another. Spart getting locked out on Arcane is actually going to go for a Maledict onto Seamark. Going to be Cyclonic Blast right now. Could Spart go for an Invis? Took quite a lot of damage from Cyclonic Blast. Is going to go for Invis for a second. Try to see if he can polymorph Seamark. He does land it. Is going to try to steal all his buffs while he's got it. But still needs to go for a lot of healing right now. That trinket puts Seamark back, or Spart so back. And Seamark definitely has the advantage right now just from having him sit it, knocking up Spart just to make sure he doesn't get the cast off. Spart is coming back with damage on Seamark little by little. His health is not really doing all that amazing, but he is starting to whittle down Seamark's health little by little as well. Both of them are just trying to see if he can juke out each other's interrupts. We're trying to see if we can lock each other out. Gonna be Spart locking out Seawork right there and gonna send some arcane missiles at him right now. Doing quite a lot of damage, trying to equalize the health. Gonna be a massive revocation for both of the arcane mages as the duel of the wizards continues. Spart is gonna even go for first aid. He needs it, man. At this point, he needs some aid. Is going to be able to get some health. Both of their health is actually very similar to one another. It's neck to neck. Could be anyone's game. Going to be temporal for Spart. Seawork dropping down that ice block. Spart definitely has the advantage here. Could eliminate Seawork with just a few globals. Seawork is going to go on the defensive, trying to heal up as much as possible, and Spart is going to get an arcane blast in there with an arcane missile as he does port back. Porting back on top of Seawork, trying to see if he can maybe get a knockup onto Spart. Seawork trying to hang in there little by little. Arcane barrage coming in for Spart. Maybe enough, and it was enough to finish off Seawork. What's next? Is it going to be Deathsteel? Is Deathsteel going to give Spart an opportunity to at least catch a full reheal? Or is that going to be 61% dampening arcane mage spam and arcane explosion until he can get some health back? Stun around the corner. Deathsteel is able to get the A-bomb out. That's going to do a lot of damage to Spart. And AMS coming out a little bit early for Spart. That's going to be a long game of just running and trying to keep the Death Knight slowed. And trying to see if he can blink around him. Going to blink far away. Trying to see if he can juke out. Maybe a grip does get the grip out of him. Another blink comes in. Good blink back against Deathsteel, trying to slow down him and the army of the dead. Arcane missiles around the corner, and he's just getting himself a little bit of damage while hiding from the line of sight that is Deathsteel. All the pets are collapsing on top of Spart. The A-bomb does run out, and the other pets do explode on top of Spart. He does ice block it at a weird moment, but I guess maybe he expected that explosion out of the Unholy Death Knight, or at least he didn't feel safe there. A couple instant casts to Deathsteel with a Magic to follow. Deathsteel won't be able to get a lot of healing out. This could be an opportunity for Spart to end him right now, get him stunned up, chicken side of it with an arcane missile. Actually took out Deathsteel. Who's going to be the next guy? Whoever it is, please give Spart an opportunity to get a full honor duel here, man. Let him eat food. Let him eat, boy. Let him eat. Is it going to be glows? Is it glows or declock? Looks like it is going to be declock. Is he going to let him, though? Is he going to let him eat food? Nope, he doesn't look... Oh, he might? Oh. He's going to poke it out. Oh, what a nice guy. What a nice guy. He wants to give Spart a full honor duel. What a beautiful gentleman right here. Declock here as a Destro Warlock. Actually, he's Destro. I feel like he would feel pretty confident. He's like, you know what? Dampening's a little kind of high, but you know what? I'm a Destro Warlock. I just need to get a couple of those Cas bolts in. Maybe conflagrate Spart to root him in place. Send him with a horror and the fear and a massive death defying Cas bolt. Gonna be a temporal coming in for Spart a little bit early. Trying to see what I think he was trying to... He didn't interrupt declock. I think it's almost like he tried to line that fear into the pillar. Did he actually line it? Was he actually able to? Infernal coming down with with a horror effect onto Spart. The Cas bolt. Oh, to get it set up. Spart, I think, tried to go for maybe an interrupt. Didn't quite get it. Fear into another Cas bolt, and Spart might be done with that. Oh, Cas bolt didn't go. I think the fear passed him right by like a pixel. Out of line of sight, and Spart over there back with another colossal husk. It was an undead abomination, now it's an infernal coming down, and declock looking to get those Cas bolts in. Spart's health not looking that healthy at all. Has himself safeguard trinket coming up, is going to blink on top of declock for a second. This is going to interrupt him on a fear. Can he do anything against Cas bolts? Going to try to blink back, but he still took quite a bit of damage. Temporal coming in right now, trying to get the instant cast in with Arcane Blast. That's so much damage coming in with just the pet and the dot. I think Spart might be down. That was it. Spart played that one out as well as he could. Imagine Cyclone God going 1v4 and Spart coming back as much as he did. You heal for more than you do damage. That's not a class. Feral, that's not a real class. Feral is not a real class. Feral is not a real class. I don't believe it. Ferals heal from them, they do more damage. Blizzard, I would be perfectly fine if you gave Ferals more consistent, buff their auto attack by like 300%, but tone down that healing for Christ's sake. You know what I mean? Tone it down. Let's all tone down the feral healing. Just by, at least in PvP, you know what I mean? Like if you want to be a feral druid and you want to be able to like stop and heal up your tank in like a dungeon or a raid, sure, it doesn't matter. It doesn't bother me at all. But they're basically resto druids. Like what is that damage? What is that healing? The damage I can kind of understand, but healing. I played him so hard, juked every kick, never DR'd, and I still lose because of the arcane playstyle. Were you the feral? He doesn't do much at that point. I feel like he'll, but that's such a... Oh my god, it was Dilly. I should have known. It was named like Cyclone God X. Because he has a paladin PvE God X. Wait, no. You can't be. You cannot be telling me. Ellen Dilly, you cannot be telling me right now, as that Pharaoh that just healed that much, that, oh my god, RK made, like, what did you say actually? I outplayed him so hard. You outplayed him! Juked every kick, never DR'd, and I still lose because of the arcane playstyle. But what about your playstyle, where you literally heal like a resto druid? Are you kidding me? Is the God X new cutie? Basically, it is the new cutie. I prefer arcane playstyle than the feral one. I don't agree. Chat, what do you guys think? Oh, Island Dilly, I do not agree with you. You played that really well as the feral. You played that super well. Like, you actually dropped pretty low. But your healing is incredible. It's out of this fuck. As soon as you get away from somebody, you're full health. I think Spar deserved that win against you, dude. Spar deserved that one. You can complain about it as much as you want, and you probably have... Like, that's your opinion, man. That's cool. But I can't agree with you. My heal is good because my damage is bad. That's Blizzard logic. Your damage was fine. You killed 4 people back to back to back. I think you're fine. Yeah, but me and you agree, like if Blizzard were like, hey, buff something for feral, consistent damage, right? Buff something for them, but nerf that healing. We both agree on that though, right? I hope so. I don't like that feral. Like that's all the if a feral wants to win, they have to heal. I'm not gonna take it away from him. I'm not gonna take it away. Feral pros rest of affinity, rest of... Somebody is gonna say that, you know what, druids are supposed to be this hybridy. They are supposed to be able to like have feral, like that's the point of an affinity. But I feel like affinity is like you get a couple fun spells, but it's like the main thing that should be is like the passive. Druid, bear, 6% damage reduction. Resto, Ysera's gift, and maybe Swiftman. But Ysera's gift just for a passive heal that you can help others. Boomkin, 5 extra yard range on your abilities, so you have like 8 yard range, if not, or 13 or something. You have like really long range on your abilities. I feel like that should be what's important about the affinity, not like your, oh, I picked rest affinity, so I'm literally a resto druid, you know what I mean? I feel like that's too far. That's taking it too far. That's why I always try to go last, because otherwise it's kind of unfair. Yeah, they're just really good at duels though. Like, you don't really see Pharaohs dominating other fields that much, but in 1v1s in particular, they're really strong. I'm not gonna say anything. Played him so hard on this a lot because of Pharaoh playstyle, random affliction Warlock. Yeah, I guess if you put it like that. I mean, I'm fine with the Pharaoh's heal getting nerfed on 1 more damage though. Yeah, I'm perfectly fine if Pharaoh's got more damage. Like if your bleeds, what if your Pharaoh bleeds did more damage without those PvE armor procs? You know what I mean? I think that'd be better. You over some Machooks? Yep, let's get you guys in here. Sorry, I got really passionate there. Huh. Who here doesn't like that Feral Healy build playstyle? Raise your hand. Who here doesn't like it? Or do you like it? Raise your hand if you don't like the playstyle of a Feral where they just heal that much. Because I don't. I think if Blizzard made him more damage, less heal oriented, I'll be perfectly okay with that for PvP. I'll be perfectly okay. Maybe I'm the only one too. Maybe I'm the only one. I want to gauge the room in the chat. I want to gauge the room in the chat. Still the healing in the game. Like a red pally healing, no problem. Like they heal a lot, but it's not an issue. Demo, Unholy Death Knights heal for a lot too, but so far I haven't seen that as an issue yet. Windwalkers they heal, but so far hasn't been as issue as prominent as Ferals. That's all I'm gonna say. Like I want him to be good, but can they not heal? Like can they just be good at something else but not healing? Just give him more damage. Because Pharaohs are squishy. They're like a rogue, right? Without wall and trinket, they are squishy. So maybe give them bigger bite or bigger bleed damage, but make it so it bleeds. So let's say make it. You know what I think would do it? If you gave, and this is just an idea. Only to see the damage nerf. The killing isn't that annoying. The damage is nuts. Demon Hunter does need an unleash nerf. Demon Hunters are nuts too. Demon Hunters are nuts. But it's leech. At least like you got to do damage to heal. You know. It's not like you just sit behind a... Okay. But I think that's what they gotta do with Ferals. Buff their PvP mastery damage, bleed damage. Just buff it. so you don't have to stack mastery, just buff the damage of bleeds. Make it though, so bleeds don't proc like PvE gear, because right now Ferals need the pants from COS and maybe even the trinket from COS, so the bleeds proc these extra effects. But if you don't have them proc, but they do damage on their own, solid damage, then you don't have to need those PvE gear. Then you can have bleeds that do their own damage. And you can buff them by a substantial amount, and then reduce the healing of regrowth unless it's swift, unless it's like instant cast. Instant cast regrowth should do more healing, because it's like you are actually playing, you're getting common points done, you're getting your damage done. Swiftman or regrowth. Swiftman, that's fine. Regrowth, that's okay. But overall, like their healing, like come back behind the pillar and just heal themselves up to full. Not a fan. Alrighty, West Virginia! Country roads! I'm gonna stop singing before I get copyrighted. Alright, boys. Let's just spitballing some ideas at ya. Alright, let me shut the fuck up and get some duels going. We gotta get Zachary and Matix in here. Then we got Lucron and Doomlorn hanging out waiting for one another. Blue also got a group apparently. We also got Bright Savior with a group. Oh my god. And we got the brand new arena, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Switch. Down, please. We're getting back in. We're getting back in. I'm sorry. I just got so excited. So excited. To the place. Everybody fucking started. But chat, say country roads. Say country roads. What do we got? We got ourselves little dicks. I think I saw you either in duels or out in the world the other day. I don't remember when or where, but that's may sounds familiar. We actually have like this full strength group. We got ourselves Matux, we got ourselves Orc Voltage, we got ourselves Zathun. Almost like a Cthulhu. And Yirna versus Bright Savior got a group. We got Sirs, the Skin Kingdom, and Zarina there. Oh, Zaranan. What's up, man? Look at that bad boy. Oh, look at that belly. Oh my god, dude. I love the hair. I love the hair follicles. What'd you eat for breakfast? What'd you eat for breakfast? We can get inside of the belly. What'd you eat? I'm seeing a ham sandwich. I'm seeing some eggs and biscuits. Some beans. Alright, boys. Well, this arena, it's gonna be a little bit weird, but walk out. And you see this outer, like inside the ring. Don't stand on this thing, stand inside the ring. You see that yellow line? If you're not dueling, you could be anywhere on that yellow line. You can go around circles just to get a better view. Just stay on that yellow line. That's all I ask of you. No. Just as close as you can to the yellow line. Like this. Like, back up, children. Yellow line. Just stay back. I just want to make sure. So, like, if you start charging somebody in a duel, they get as much of, like, room before this. Are we just gonna have 4 people on Team Blue? We're missing a guy again. Bummer. It looks like it's gonna be Czar though, playing up the Feral. I think Team Red is still trying to figure out who they're gonna have. And another game where we have another game where we got some boys. And we're missing a guy. It was bad, man. So how to get into one of these? I'll explain to you after this one lag, alrighty? Alrighty, boys. We're gonna use one more dial. How to whisper you to add you and be that Dalaran hashtag 1340, but don't add me. Just whisper me your real ID and I'll be able to add you later. It looks like it is gonna be Yarna up first as a Fury Warrior. Are those Gladiator enchants or are those different type of enchants? Might be Gladiator, like from a day gone past ago. Zaranan is popping an incarn off the bat. Lucid Dream coming out. Gonna have a lot of energy for a lot of back-to-back bites. Yarna is just getting in there with the Reckless as well, coming in for Zaranan right now. Trying to stave off the damage while staying very offensive with that incarn. Gonna be another charge heal by Yarna. Trying to get those charge heals as often as possible just to maintain their health. Looks like Wall not available for Zaranan. Does get a disarm and a fear until Zar is gonna still be able to get a charge heal. And Zar is gonna have to look for maybe using another one of those walls right now, as Yarn is looking for another big leap, big charge maybe. As long as he gets a slow or some kind of damage on Zar to disrupt him from being able to restealth, he might be in a good position. Zar looking for another restealth ASAP. Gonna be an opener onto Yarna. Yarna is gonna go for Enrage Regeneration right now, trying to heal damage from Zar, and gonna get a charge heal off of that with a Rampage to follow. Maybe Zar might have to wall here. He's not looking bad, but he's not looking all that hefty either. Is gonna get a throw in there. Is that Zachary and his druid? I think it is Zachary and his druid. Charge comes in onto Zar, and Yar is just trying to stay in. What kind of essence does Yar play though? Wall coming out right now for Zar. No, Wall. Thorn's coming out for that, and Yarn is actually just gonna take all the free damage. You see, to stop doing damage, gonna have to get a charge heal in there. Gonna be a maledict at somebody. I feel like somebody get hit with a maledict. I feel like Yarn might have been the one that got hit with a Mally, but he just healed through it. Big leap. Didn't expect Zar to sleep on top of him, actually. Kind of a misplay there just now. Has a bunch of bleeds rolling in him, and Zar is looking for the reset. Oh, we did get the last guy. Who was it? Enemy. There we go. Now we got the last few people. Welcoming in for Zar to try to get back at Yarna. This is going to mount up. Chicken side of that stun immediately. Needs to get a lot of healing back up and running. Charge heal off of Zar. Zar needs to maintain those bleeds. And just kind of whittle down Yarna. Might have to go for a back-to-back stuns with a bite or so. Thorns coming at Yarna. And now look at that else. He might just go down to the damage over time. Does land a fear onto Zar, but does die to the dots at the end. And next up is going to be Orc Voltage as an Unholy. Maybe he'll have an easier time with a Feral. He's going to yoink him in and it's going to stun him, forcing out a Trinket, beefing up his pets actually. He's kind of standing still while beefing up all his pets. Is that a good idea though? He kind of just like unless he was rooted. It almost looked like he kind of let the Feral walk away out of there. Gonna be picking up the eyes. Zar gonna take 5% more damage. That's gonna be a big A-bomb walking, waddling all the way to Zar. Needs to be aware of the A-bomb. Might have just rooted at a distance. Then it's gonna connect to him. And it's gonna just go back to riding, just go back to kiting. Big leap for him. Trying to stay mobile. And Orc Voltage is still on him right now. Chasing after the guy. Gonna get a death goal in there or two. Finally able to engage with Zar. But that's gonna be Thorns. Good AMS. And if you wanted to, Zar is taking an opportunity to put up all the bleeds on Orc Voltage right now. Big leap before he gets gripped in. It's going to be IBF out of Orc. Does land a stun onto Zar with a massive army rolling in. Zar could play this very defensively. Could go back to the kiting spree. But he actually did force out a massive defensive out of Orc Voltage. He could just hang in there. At least he's just going to stay in there for his best possible. Just get himself fully re-hotted up. And just try to see if he can hang in there for a bit longer. Does get a leap, but that's still going to be a grip into a leap. Leap into a grip, actually. Still big a bite coming in onto Orc Voltage. Not looking ultra healthy. Might have to go for transfusion. Backpedaling a little bit. So maybe this man is the first time entering these duels for the first time ever. Might be why this man is not being super aggressive in terms of some of his attacks. Actually, was that a keyboard turn too? Oh, and Orc Voltage does go down. Zar takes another one. Who's next? It is going to be Zathun. Boomkin coming in. Trying to see if we can put Zar in his place. How good of a Boomy player are we going to see today? Going to get Thorns up and running. Zar can't really do much about it. It's going to bail out. No, it's actually going to stay in there. Going to just get a hot rolling. That's going to be some Sorcerer just rolling at him with a Crucible Flame. Dropping down fast. It's going to see through. Does take him out. Who is next? He needs the next guy to come out right now. Everybody's waiting now for that Incarn immediately, dude. Everybody's waiting. It's like, oh, I don't want to go. I'm just going to wait until he's... Yeah, there we go, Bright Saber. It's like, I don't want to Incarn. No. Zathun not going to be able to land himself a re-stealth. Going to slow down, but Bright Saber off the bat. But going to get knocked down into the Cyclone. Not seeing a Trinket out of the Paladin right now. Maybe Zathun might be a good opportunity. I would have went for a root or something just to get his Hand of Freedom out of the way. Is going to go for a root into... Oh! Very interesting. I like this move by Boomies. We can root a Paladin into a Solar Beam. It's going to Trinket. Actually, adaptation out of that Hodge. Immediately, Maledict does hit him, so Zathun is going to have to be careful when he heals. Going to get the Thorns up and running. Bright Saber is going to go for Wings with oh, Shield of Vengeance up and running right now. And Zathun is going to separate it right now. No, he's going to get back in there. He's actually going to get that shield to pop in his face. Try to see if he can Cyclone it now. He's going to be able to juke him out. Looks like he was able to juke out a kick or two. Maybe he's Bright Saber just didn't even get a kick. And Zathun not looking at that health anymore. Using that fell Crucible Flame just to heal himself. Rune into Bright Saber doesn't get the Hand of Freedom though. Zathun needs to go for a self-heal ASAP. Gonna be ponying up for Bright Saber. Try to see if he can end the Druid right now. Getting that 1 minute wings rolling too. Zathun doesn't have a lot of assets to work with. And that's gonna be him going down for a time being. Next up is gonna be not Lil, but rather Matix. Getting that charge of the Bright Saber around the corner. Try to see if he can force. He's gonna have to go through a bubble and a bop. That's a lot of defensive, but at least no Shield of Vengeance to deal with. No wings as well. Gonna Trinket out of that immediately. And it's gonna get a small leap on top of Bright Saber. Is gonna be his bop. If you add the Trinket with a zappity zap, the laser pointer, he could just put a laser pointer in his eye, just burn his retina. But it's basically what that Trinket is, dude. It's just a little laser pointer in people's faces, and it just burns through them. It's so strong, it makes no sense. I love it. Bright Saber is gonna try to see if he can kite Matix around, getting those slows, getting the resources going back to back. You gotta wait until the next set of wings. He's gonna have minute-long wings coming up very soon. Should actually have the buff built up for it right now. Matix is gonna go for the Lucid Gym, trying to get a bunch of rampages and back-to-back rampages onto Bright Saber. Could get him close to the execute range. Blaze Storm coming out is gonna be bubble out of Bright Saber, and Matix might want to bail out. Let's get your Bright Saber getting, a big leap on top of it too. I don't know if he needed to leap, because he might need it a little bit later with Bright Saber. But the Paladin is going to go for a massive amount of heals, just recovering. Going to have wings up and running. Use his minute-long wings already. I guess he used minute-long wings when the bubble happened, which is why Matug's bailed out of there. I just didn't notice it, but he's going to have real wings available very soon. Another charge heal for Matug's. Bright Saber is completely out of cooldowns. All you can do is get some slows. Double charge coming in for Matug's. Doesn't play the stun build. He actually plays the Kachika build now. Not going to have his enraged regeneration any longer. If you're into Bright Saber, just going to have to, I guess, wait out or do something about the Shield of Vengeance. Might just have to truck the damage through it and get charge heals as soon as he hits hit by it. Gets hit by it, but keeps on ticking. Needs to get another charge heal. Very low in health. Very low in health. And down it goes. Didn't get a charge heal when he needed it. And next up is going to be Lil. Getting slowed down immediately. And Bright tried to bail out of there. Gonna get gripped right back in with a Hodge to follow. Short pet stun, trying to see if he can interrupt him, and that's going to be a real interrupt with Necrotics getting stocked up on Bright Saber. Popping him wings. Does he get enough healing though? Could he go for a big heal? Flash of Light comes in, not gonna happen, gets swiped out. This Kingdom is up next. They're landing that in cap onto a little Dix. Little DKs. What do we call them? Little Dicks? Little DKs? I don't even know. Actually lagging a lot. Kind of weird looking. Little DKs is gonna go for that Lucid. I guess he's getting a lot of runic power. Is that what it is? I guess, because I don't really know what Lucid does. That's something for every class. Karma coming up on a little Deeks, and he's going to go for that Wraith Walk, just taking a walk in the park. It's going to be Dragon Kick by the Skink Kingdom, trying to see if he can stay on and maximize the value of the Karma. 26% dampening, not even going to do that much healing. Disarmament a little, but the pets are doing quite a bit of damage already. Stun onto Skink Kingdom, does force the trick out of him. Goes stack a bunch of necrotics, and that's exactly what he's doing. Just going to necrotic him out so he doesn't get any kind of healing. Fist of Fury to follow. Actually breaking his own Fist of Fury, does in-cap little Dicks, and it looks kind of dope up in the air, about to swing, but not enough. Wasn't enough for the Skink Kingdom to survive. Search is going to be next as an assassination rogue. Is he going to be able to do anything here though? Garrod onto little Dicks. He's going to IBF out of it immediately, but his health is so low. Going to be AMS coming down by, not AMS, Vendetta coming out by Circe. Yikes. That was, Zar actually played that super well. Oh my god, that healing. I can't, dude, I can't. Why that healing? Not a fan. But it was really well done though. That was really well done. Dalaran sent you a friend request? You did? Oh shit, my shit is full. So I might have to clear up some space. Hold on, let's get somebody else in. What else we got? I think we got time for at least one more. At least one more. It is going to be Lucron versus Doomlorn, I think, yeah? Here we go. Someone got a new group. I gotta get Lucron in here, dude. He's been patiently waiting, and so did Doomlorn. Both of them been patiently waiting. We gotta get them in here. Oh my god, there's so many people on an A. With a new patch. It's always gonna happen, boys. It's always gonna happen. Let's get him in here, boys. Blades Edge Arena. Let's go for another one. It's fun in games until someone reflects your friendliest red beam. I was looking at that footage this morning, dude. Oh my god, yeah. But this morning, I'm at like 5 in the morning because I couldn't fucking sleep and I tried to get work done. Yeah. Yes. That was a good play though. You gotta give him credit, right? That's Katrikan, if anybody, right? That, of course, Katrikan is gonna be like, can I reflect it? Literally, Cannonball back at you. Alright, Twitch, who do we got for this group? We got a group of rogues with Lucron leading the charge. We got Lucron, we got I See You. Ooh, nice smog. I like it. We got Gang in here. You don't look like a Gang. You need to get like a Mohawk or something for your rogue so it fits better. Burnett, and we got ourselves Boomer playing out the more of that outlaw. We got our team blue. We got Aver in here. We got Chet. We got Chet in here. Chet from college. We got Carkweller. We got Kyle Jr. We got Thundress. We got everybody in here. Carkweller walking up first. Who's going to be going first versus Boomer? Oh my goodness. Are we going to see for a big old outlaw rogue 1v5 yet again? Is that what we're going to see out of Boomer? And they're going to walk to each other, get that nice bow in there. I like it, boys. I like it. Carkweller and Boomer. I was thinking we were going to see some Luco in action today. But we'll see, man. I won't mark for this. We'll see, Mark. We'll see. Cheap shot opener by Boomer onto Carkweller into a back-to-back stun. Get himself a little bit home. Interesting choice of trinket by Carkwell. It does get the charge into Boomer though, and Boomer is just gonna follow up with more damage, but it's gonna be a Stormbolt out of Kark. As he's getting himself Reckless is gonna get disarmed off the bat. That's gonna be a massive lead by Kark. Boomer is gonna grapple to him, trying to see if he can continue the damage, continue the onslaught. Carkwell has massive pikes. He's gonna be able to use those to swing and take down Boomer. Actually getting his shield up really early. Lots of damage coming in from Boomer into another stun onto Carkwell. Killing Spirit to follow, try to get the maximum amount of damage he can into a blind. Looks like he also had him with a Maledict. It looks like he's just gonna go for a full reset. He might be able to get sapped for like a second. There's gonna be Zerker Rage out of it immediately. Boomer's definitely gonna go for a full reset. Try to make it as clean of an opener, as clean of a duel as a rogue as possible. Man, Killing Spree still doesn't do any damage. I feel like Boomer, you definitely have to get a trinket, man. That Rust Bolt trinket. Now we're gonna open up with an ambush, trying to go for a full between the eyes stun. Is gonna get it with a Lucid Dreams energy flowing through him. Markworth 1 through back to back. Is gonna go for a disarm on Carkwell to follow. Disarm into a stun into a disarm. Not gonna let him play the game at all. Does land a stun into Boomer. He's not gonna trick it out of it. Kark is trying to recover a little bit of health, but doesn't have enraged regeneration. Kind of threw it away during one of the bursts by Boomer. That's gonna be a nice opener and a finisher by Boom. Next up is gonna be Chet from college up next. There's going to be Cloak of Shadows immediately by Boomer, so you can maybe get a slow into Chet and bail out of there with the sprint. Going to try to separate and catch himself at least a reset versus Chet. As a Red Pally, this is going to be actually like the hardest duel. No, besides Kyle Jr. Red Pally is generally one of the hardest for an Outlaw to deal with, because Red Pally with Bop and Bubble and Still of Vengeance, and if they go eye for an eye, ooh, it's tough, man. It's tough. Chet getting some opener damage on him. Hand of Freedom coming down. Boomer is just going to continue pistol shotting him for days, trying to see if he can get those pants procs to work. Let's see if he can proc on the guy. He's going to land a disarm onto Chet. Chet is not going to be able to go for a big setup. He's going to get a Hodge into Shield of Vengeance, onto Boom, into Wings, trying to see if he can one-shot him blind on Chet. Is that going to force a trick out of him? He does force a trick advantage for Boomer. Does Chet AoE him out? I think he does hit him, which is why he's walking so slow, but it doesn't leave damage over time like it used to back at Legion. And while Chet is down below, Boom is just going to go for that regenerating really quick. Get himself a nice set of buffs. Does get, not the best buffs. You got okay-ish buffs. Going to be a Drone Rush for Boom. Going to land a full stun onto Chet. Trying to see if he can maximize the damage. Is going to throw in a Maledict and then just start building up onto Chet. Trying to reduce as much healing as he takes. And that's going to be another set of wings for Chet right now. Boom could go for another setup. Could go for a disarm if he has it. Killing Spree to follow. No Hodge Cup available for Chet for a while. Going to be a bubble out of Chet. That's going to be another one of those cooldowns the Boomer is going to need to get out of Chet. Boom is trying to just run it from him. Grappling all the way across. Trying to chick out Chet. And Chet just doesn't have the pony anymore to catch up to Boomer. As Boom is looking for that reset. Does land the sap in there. Looks like Boom has a heal, and it's gonna have to get a second vial rolling so you can maintain the healing going. Another heal back to back. Gonna get a Lucid Dream rolling in the opener into a full stun onto Chet. No chicken available for 30 seconds at least. Could be a disarm out of Boom. No chickens out of it, out of that Hodge. A Chet Bob coming out pretty early on, and Boom has a lot of cooldowns available for him. Gonna get another heal rolling because Chet has done exactly the same thing. Just gonna go for a bit of a reset. So that's Bubble down. Shield Event is down. Trinket gonna be available very close for Chet very soon. But Boom gets in there, gets offensive already with an interrupt into a disarm, so Chet can't even get physical damage rolling on him. At least most of the physical damage into a stun. Chet has the trick in just a few seconds. Is he going to go for it? He does use it, but Boomer does have him down with wings coming out. Chet trying to go for a last plea of mercy from the gods above. Nothing he can really do about it. And Thundress changing up his mog a little bit, changing up his helmet. Maybe that has different essence traits or something. But he's going to change up his build a little bit against Boom, it looks like. I wonder. He's going to... I wonder what he's going to do with it, though. You know what I mean? I do wonder. Boom is kind of setting style, just wants to make sure he gets a nice opener. Boom is just going to play this as solid by the books as possible. Not going to allow RNG or any random things to happen. Is getting himself a really good buff for sustainability. So he actually could sit on Thundress for the full duration. Lightning Lasso is going to not separate these two really, because Thundress didn't go anywhere. But it's going to do some damage. Back-to-back stuns on the Boomer. Does have the double zaps available. Boomer does have Cloak for it. Thundress is going to throw away both of his lightning bolts into Cloak of Shadows. This way he's going to get himself his... What is... He got Lucid Dream? Does that get him a lot of resources, I guess? Stun into that Hex, out of that Maledict, try to get a knockback onto Boom. Looks like it's not going to take him anywhere. Going to get a wall up and running. Boom. He just continued to chug the damage into him. Hex trying to come out. Going to get interrupted on nature. No way to heal. No way to do real damage. No way to even CC. Boom. With a lasso. And that's going to be a lasso coming out. Boom. Doesn't have a ticket for it, but does Thundress come out of this one alive. Had a Maledict sitting on Boom into a blind. Chickens out of it. Gouge before he jumps off the bridge. And Boom, I think, wants to go just to end him right now. Get himself a reroll. Not even sure what buff he's got. Doesn't even matter. Gets another interrupt on Thundress and taking him out like a swashbuckler that he is, dude. Look at him. Shoulders broad, walking around. He doesn't care, dude. He doesn't care. Aviar's up next as I want to say assassination, maybe? Or subtlety? That would definitely throw a wheel. Oh, that bow was perfectly timed, boys. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this. Aviar walking up around the corner. Boom is going to be in stealth. Oh, we're going to see this rogue stealth duel, huh? Oh, Boom is actually coming out of stealth. Look at this man. Did Aviar realize it? I thought Aviar maybe was still looking for Boom. He's going to get himself a reroll. Not the best buff for damage. Is going to want to reroll out of that. Going to be a subtle to rogue. Cheap shot into kidney shot. I think DR does a little bit. Trick it out of Aviar pretty early on. Might have been a massive mistake. Does land Boomer into a blind. It's his cooldowns for Boomer. So Aviar, you know, was like, you know what? I made a mistake. Let me go again. No, actually, it doesn't land a sap on Boomer. Just continue to go back-to-back damage. Might have been the mistake that it makes him pay for it. Gonna be a gouge for Boomer into a stun. Killing Spirit Fall. He doesn't really have the resource to get the big damage rolling. Getting that second swing of concoction rolling as well. Second sipping up on him. That's going to be evasion for Aviar. Does get a shadow step to Boom. That's going to Boom grappling, juking him around. Oh my god. Very well done. Could pistol shot Aviar and keep him at bay, keeping him slow. Check it out. A Boomer off of that kidney. Aviar is going to get himself a heal and a vanish rolling, but without dots, Boomer is going to be kind of in a bad spot. Cheap shot into Boomer. DR'd so heavily, and Aviar is going to go for, I want to say he plays Crucible. Shadow step onto Boomer, does still get disarmed. Is trying to go for a little bit of that auto attack, swing his paws, his claws. Stun comes in and Boomer is going to take him out. Kyle Jr. is going to be the last man on Team Blue left standing. For Boom, this is just not a fight he wants to be in. Feral's already beat Outlaw pretty heavily, but that's not just any Feral. That's Kyle motherfucking Jones over there. Goddamn, boys. Alright, give Boomer your energy so we might be able to go for a 1v5. That's very unlikely, but maybe, just maybe, Kyle getting opened up by Boom is going to get a dot or two rolling on him off the bat. Kyle popping in a bear form right as Boom tried to go in for a grapple in. So that was perfect for Kyle. Thorns to follow. That's going to be Boom trying to get some slows. Cloaker shot is coming up a little bit early. Kyle is going to get on top of Boom into a bash. No chicken available for Boom, so he's going to be able to get full dodge. Big bite into Boom. Lots of damage in a single setup. You know, popping Karn. Boom is going to get a trinket going for a little bit extra health. Blind onto Kyle. Looks like Kyle doesn't have a trinket for 8 more seconds or something. Is that correct? Was actually going to go for a bit of food. Oh, it's a stun to Kyle. He's not going to trick it out of it. Boom is just going to do some damage in with the kills to follow. Try to see if he can make a play. Going to be big damage turning around onto Boom. Parry coming out. Wall coming in for Kyle. Kyle definitely has a massive damage. Boom popping in that Lucid just to get as much energy as possible. Massive heal coming in from Lucron's Hellstone. Try to see if he can do anything to Kyle. Thorns to follow. Boomer's in a really bad spot. Kyle could just go for a restart and get a massive media opener on him. Boom sitting on the underside. Is he going to be able to dodge the fella? Somehow does grapple around him. Maybe the bleeds will not sit long enough. Does dodge the opener by the Feral. Ooh, actually gets him out of stealth. He actually denies the opener by Kyle, which is very well done for Boom. Could go for another stun again. Does Boom have a blind back up? That's the question. He's trying to kite Kyle as best possible. Pistol shots and keeping him afloat. Stun onto Kyle as he gets an opener. And Boom is trying to go for some damage, but he just doesn't have anything to follow up right now. And Kyle is just going to power shift as much as he can. Gouge onto the Feral. And Boom could maybe grapple hook. He's just trying to save his mobility. Just trying to keep Kyle at bay with pistol shots. That's about all he could really do. Kyle does jump down. Trick coming out for Boom. Could go for maybe grapple hook. Is going to be a stun into Boom. Very short stun though. Kyle could have maybe something planned. Stun into Kyle, but he does dip into bear form, predicting Boom's damage. And Boom has the adrenaline rush rolling, but not a lot he can really do with it. All he can do is pistol shot Kyle and try to bail away from Kyle. Leaping in. Gouge coming out to separate these two for a moment. Boom, if he can get himself some good cooldowns, a full stun, and get some real big damage to Kyle when he's outside of bear form, that might be perfect. He's going to get a Crimson Vial rolling, a second one at least. That's going to be a restyle by Kyle. No, it was not. Pistol shot still flying. Boom is going to get opened up. Kyle is going to go for big incarn. Big bites are going to come out. Boom is going to over-spawn with a stun. Doesn't have the biggest damage into Kyle, so Kyle doesn't trick at this at all. And Boom is continuing to run. Good grapple hook up. He does grapple hook up. Continuing to pistol shot Kyle. Look at Kyle's health, man. He's back up to full. Blind, not going to trinket it. Not going to trinket that blind. He is so confident he can win this duel. He doesn't even need to trick it just to finish up Boom. Boom is wasting his time, but he's getting cooldowns back. Look at Boom's parry. He's going to have a parry back up soon. He's going to get a couple ticks of food. Waiting now for his concoctions to get back to cooldown, and is going to be able to have a Warlock House. And stun onto Kyle, force a trick out of him. Stun onto Boom, could go down right here in a single bite. Could be parry out of Boom. Immediate parry. It's going to be maybe a cloak out of Boom too, because that is Thorns. That is Thorns. He has parry up, but he's kind of showing Kyle his back the whole time. That may be bad for him. Maybe he can get a Vanish shot. Try to go for a Vanish. Vanish didn't even happen. Is going to get another chicken rolling for a little bit more health. Gouging Kyle right before he ends him with a Cloak of Shadows just to get out of that route. And Kyle is going to have a second wall available any moment now. Boom might have to go for another stun here, if any. He does land a stun to Kyle. But it looks like he's just trying to go for a bit of a reset. Gonna regenerate without any of the dots. Kyle does Moonfire him ASAP. And it's going to leap right on top of him. Couldn't get the gouge onto the Feral Leap. That's going to be a badge getting those dots back up and running for Boom. This is going to be a tough fight, man. Barely any health left. Any of these abilities could literally proc on Boom, and he'll be ended right here, right now. Another short stun onto Kyle. Warlock Hellstone coming in close, keeping Boom afloat for a little bit longer. Thorns are up. He's going to grapple out of it. Does Kyle leap on top of him? He roots Boom up above. Does a leap on top of him, though? Could go maybe for gouge. No, big shred. Not even shred, like Brutal Slash, and that was it. We actually lost a guy because he just DC'd from waiting, I guess. Yo, if you guys get into these duels, make sure you're moving around. Make sure you're actually doing stuff, or you get DC'd. We lost a man on Team Red, but he won't even get to play. He won't even have a chance. Cheap shot onto Kyle. Oh, did he? No, I think Boom was the first one. Kyle cheap shotted in the opener by Gang playing that assassination. Poison Bomb doing quite a bit. There's going to be a cyclone. Does a trick out of it? He does. Kyle still doesn't have a trinket. If Gang. I want to say Gang. This is a lot better of a name. Walk him out. If you could just get a full stun onto Kyle without a trick, it could actually end him right now with a Vendetta. That might have been it. That might have been the fruits of labor that Boom has set up with that full duel. Boom was setting it up for the longest time. And Gang ended it. Ooh. Oh my god, that healing for Boom. Are all the rogues busted just like Ferals now? Are all the rogues Ferals? He healed a lot. Healed a lot. Are all the rogues Ferals? Oh my god, we just talked about Feral healing. Is Owl broken too? Oh, Jesus, boys. Jesus. Jesus. Alrighty, do we do one more or are we done, boys? I think there's a lot of groups still up. There's a lot of still up. Seawork really wants to go for Uno Mas. What else we got? We got Blue Dragon, maybe? This is how of a group. It's disgusting, bro. Oh my god. We were just talking about, dude, look at Pharaohs, but now I think I gotta add Outlaws in there, man. Why does my spec have to be that busted and healing? We don't do a lot of damage. So maybe we are just like Pharaohs. Pharaohs say they don't do a lot of damage, but it's a lot of bleeds and procs. Outlaws don't really do that much. We're just like Pharaohs. Outlaws busted. One more, I got one more, please got a full group. Hopefully 5. Seawork, do you have 5? Blue Dragon, if you have 5, if you do at least one more. Please one more for Seawork's team. Yeah, I know you guys want it. Nerf Rogues, Buff Warrior. Pretty sure Blizzard been doing that backwards though. Trident plus Trinket, wow, that's so fun to fight against. Ha ha ha. It's tough, I know. It is tough. It is tough, but it's good that Boom at least played it out to the end. We're running through Blood of the Enemy. Outlook can pump. I can't believe it. I believe it. I haven't gotten rank 3 yet, but I'm working on it. Actually, I haven't been playing with Blood of the Enemy. I've been enjoying Crucible in PvP a lot. And since I'm rank 55 with my neck, I also have a passive. Inspector match. We're going to go Seavark and Blue Dragon. We'll see how I'm feeling after this one. We might do more after this one, but we'll see how I feel because lots of dudes on Lucron's team didn't even get to play. It was Boom that really got to play, and one rogue get to finish what Boom started, but Lucron didn't get to play a lick. Neither did that mage. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling, because I'm just not feeling good today. We were earthquakes. We were about earthquakes in California. I don't really pay attention to the news. Sucks for them though, man. We had an earthquake here once. I don't know how bad. We had tornadoes where I'm at, East Coast. Earthquakes though, I would imagine they're very similar, just not as windy. Sorry, BGs are more fun right now? Yeah. BGs are fun as hell, man. BGs are fun. No, BGs are fun, lag. What are you talking about, dude? I feel like there's a lot more life in BGs nowadays. Alrighty, switch. Who do we got? We got ourselves. It looks like Team Blue is ready. We're gonna look at them first. We got ourselves Beast Boy Another Feral Druid. We got ourselves, oh, Crexian from Darkspear as a Shadow Priest. Feature with another Feral. Pop and Lock Crop as an Affliction. Whoa, and War Assassin. Versus, we got ourselves a Vinci on Team Red Blazer. Blazer is just finding ways to make his set look more like an obvious Death Knight set. Seawark looks like going up first as Arcane. We got Glows and we got Love. What's up, my man? I haven't seen you in a while. But Seawark is popping out first versus Crexian as a Shadow Priest from Darkspear. And Seawark is getting a couple of those Arcane missiles around the corner. Crexian is going to go for a little bit of healing. Needs to get the dots rolling. Go to Seawark. Going to get a stun rolling with a Mind Bender. Needs to get the dots rolling too. And just maybe, was he going to just whittle him down? Going to be a Cyclonic Blast off the bat as he interrupted Crexian. Doesn't have a way to deal with this. Is going to go for a BOD Trinket in order to get himself a little bit of a shield. Getting knocked up on his cast. Getting that Vampiric Embrace rolling. And is going to go for a little bit of that Void Eruption onto Seawark. Try to see if he can get a little bit of healing from the damage. But does he have dots on Seawark? That is the main question. If he has VT and Pain, then he'll get a lot of healing. It looks like he is getting a little bit of healing from it. Not the biggest, but he is getting some. I'm going to guess because Seawark is pressuring him with damage back to back. Does still have his disperse if he needs to. As if he can just right in his face and is going to get fear. Breaking out of that fear with his undead ration. So he's going to put his Trinket on a cooldown. Stun onto Seawark. This is where Crexian is going to get redotted onto Seawark. He's going to try to go for a bit of heal. No kicks available for Seawark for quite a bit. Does try to go for Arcane Missiles on Crexian. And Crexian's health is dropping down little by little. Seawark actually getting a little bit more sustainability than Crexian as he does drop into Void Eruption, getting that Mind Bender rolling too. Seawark interrupt him on Shadow. Could maybe try to see if he can truck him down before Disperse. Looks like he just doesn't have the same amount of damage that he would need. Silence of the Seawark is going to trick out of it. She'll knock up Crexian, knocking up his cast as best as possible. VTs are getting reapplied, and Crexian is trying to maintain his dots. He needs to make sure to dispel Seawark's shield ASAP to start getting into his health as soon as possible. Another VT with Shadow Mr. Fall. No interrupt available for Seawark. I actually still pressuring a lot of damage onto Crexian, nabbing that stun onto Seawark, holding him in place for a second, but Crexian is still so far behind, hasn't been able to recover at all with Seawark, and Seawark just kind of running circles around the guy. He's just running in his face, interrupting him on his cast, interrupting him on any damage or healing, and Crexian just getting whittled down in health little by little. Small shields are keeping him afloat, but it's not doing too much. Seawark is going to bail back with an evocation under, at least for the time being. Settlements are coming up for Crexian. It's going to be, I don't even know where you can go. Fear coming on to Seawark. Crexian so far has been definitely behind in the Shadow Priest. I feel like he needs to go for a big setup with stuns and silences onto Seawark with a Mind Bender with Void Eruption if he really wants to do it. That's going to be him trying to get some burst going. Seawark getting dispelled from all his shields, and Seawark is just trying to go counter offensive, stealing the shield from Crexian, and Crexian is going to go for that Void Eruption and Vampiric Embrace combo, trying to get as much damage into Seawark, and is actually maintaining his healing a lot better. Seawark is trying to run, continue to go for instant cast as much as possible. Those dots are going to start whittling. Crexian, I feel like, needs to get right on the offensive, needs to keep pressuring Seawark as much as possible, maybe even get him into a mind control while the dots are ticking, not letting Seawark get any kind of cast off, just CC him the whole time. He's going to try to redot him while Seawark doesn't have an interrupt available. Seawark is actually going to blink backwards in order to maintain the damage. This is where Crexian needs to make sure to dispel Seawark of all procs, any kind of shields or anything. Cyclonic Blast coming out with Crexian. Does he have an answer for it? Might have to disperse right now. Lots of damage coming out. He's going to get a shield going with the disperse on top of it, overlapping a lot of defenses really quickly on Seawark's Trinket is. That's huge amount of damage that he had to deal with. But Seawark so far hasn't really been able to whittle down Crexian. He gets in his face, but he's not really able to get a score and kill without that Trinket, it looks like. It's actually kind of making it difficult for him. Maybe it's just Crexian and his self-healing that's just making it impossible for Seawark. But I feel like at this point, maybe Seawark might just want to stand still and just Arcane Blast him back to back. I know he's kind of just trying to juke him around. He's going to go for that Undead Racial yet again versus Crexian, but he does have the full Void Eruption and the Mind Bender. That's a lot of damage available for Crexian. But I feel like Seawark might just have to stand his ground and really just pump big damage at this point. Maybe get like full Arcane charges and start Arcane Blasting Crexian. Maybe. Because it doesn't look like he's getting a lot of like he's doing like he actually just he's more effective at coming in, tickling him a little bit, popping off the Trinket Burst, and then running away and rehealing. He's actually like better at rehealing than getting some sustained damage around this. Maybe just the Shadow Priest is just such a massive counter for Arcane, which could be a possibility. But so far he just hasn't really been able to do much. We're 4 minutes in. Maybe this is like Maybe this is Seavark versus 1 all over again, where he's able to run, able to kind of tickle him a little bit on damage, able to reset from him, but most of his damage comes with a trinket. And maybe Seavark is actually starting to turn this around a little bit, does get a silence onto Krexian, needs to go for as much damage, just try to steal whatever bust from Krexian while he's got it. VTs again reapplied yet again. Krexian does have Vampiric Embrace back up, could go for Void Eruption, Vampiric Embrace, does get a Mindbender, full stun coming out. Seavark does trick it out of it with a Temporal one, could go Dispelling it as much as possible. Silence onto Seavark, that's going to be a lot of damage to take. Seavark is going to try to start making his way behind the pillar, not going to fully commit behind the pillar though. Dampening is going to start finally rolling in, so whatever healing these guys are doing right now is going to start to take into effect. Krexian getting silenced up is going to go for BOD shield while he's silenced in order to maintain himself. Just going to put that thing on cooldown, see if he can outlast Seavark. Seavark back to behind the pillar, back into spam, and the insta cast to gain a little bit of healing. The Shadowpriest should control the Tempest shield, to be honest, MC it. Can you do that if you just MC that Tempest shield? Really? Like Prismatic Barrier? Is that what you're talking about? If you could mind control Prismatic, that'd be crazy. Gonna be VT again onto Seavark. Seavark is again just playing it for the long game. Does have a silence on the Krexian, but again, very defensive, so you can just bail out. He's doing good at self-healing, self-sustain, but neither of these guys can really get the score and kill. I feel like Krexian, again, needs to wait for his stuns, with his silence, with the fears, with everything, onto Seavark and really collapse. He's getting full setup right now. Invis coming in for Seavark, because Krexian does have the full resources going. He has his Void Eruption, he has his Mindbender, he's getting a silence in. Could try to see if maybe he could purge Temporal a little bit. Maybe. Does get silenced up, though, is going to be behind on his CC. Is going to be behind on his damage a little bit. Like, Seavark is healing as much as his priest. I'm just sitting here scratching my head. Demon Hunter as is still on 30 seconds, probably. Stun on to Seavark. Krexian is trying to get his bearings back up and running. Hold on, I got a cough. Chat, what is it? What is a possibility? Oh, maybe we got some damage. Seavark popping on that trinket right now. Krexian taking quite a bit of damage, but it's actually not quite dead. Is Seavark going to commit some big damage right now? Arcane missiles. Big setup, big damage, maybe. Void Vampiric Embrace coming in from Krex. Nobody's dying still? Ciao. What is a possibility I could leave the room and then we'll still be at it? I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna leave the room. We're gonna see if they come back. What? Maybe Krexian is gonna die? Nope. Now my green screen is all kinds of fucked up. Bummer. Here we go. A little better, right? Hopefully. Oh wait, whoa, wait, whoa. He's actually getting Seavark super low. Does he have the executes? He does get the dots in there. I just thought it was, what? Now as we were talking about me leaving the room, that's where Seavark and Krexian decided, you know what, gloves are coming off, let's get in there, man. Let's do it. Let's do it. Now we're gonna go for the big damage. Now we're gonna do the big bucks. Silence of the Krexian. Or maybe this is it. Maybe this is what Seavark goes for. Krexian does go for a disperse. I think we're back to business. Okay, I'm gonna leave for a second, boys. We're gonna see if this is still happening. I'm gonna actually go get a soda. Kirby. Wait. Kirby. That's my headphones coming down. Me gonna open the door, close it, get a soda, and come back, see if this is still happening. Did this really? I just got a fresh soda out of the fridge. Look, it's so fresh. Didn't even open it. It's nice and cold. And they're still at it. And they're still at it. Shadowpriest should have secured this 6 minutes ago. Keeps letting mage drink. Is that what's happening? They're just getting in there and drinking. Getting in there and drinking. This is so fun, hee hee. Having a blast. Just get in this Seawork and add them, dude. Seawork, do you have like a one-shot build or something? Do you have like a one-shot build? You gotta ask Katrikan or no, Spart for his like whittle down build. Oh my goodness. This mage doesn't want to die, neither does this priest. Well, I can kind of understand the priest is surviving, you know. He has a Vampirical Brace, he has this Purse, it's like classy versus a classy duel. It's not a Destro Warlock, so you can kind of understand the priest. I could kind of understand the priest surviving. But Seawork surviving as an arcane mage? I don't really understand that. I don't really understand that. NA Duels, by the way. Dead, get out of here, man. Do you know how many... Oh, maybe we'll actually get an opener. Maybe Seawork is going to go with a Cyclonic Blast, dropping down Krexian to about half into a silence. Seawork doesn't have a way out of it. Krexian not looking for a recovery, has his burst. If he ever needs to, is going to get a few fast cast heals into himself. Does he have the BOD trinket too? He's going to get a VT onto Seawork off of that. Yeah, come on, get out of here. And you have definitely had some of those duels too, man. Come on. Come on. Come on. You're just coming in. What is this, though? I don't understand. Krexian is going to be popping up some cooldowns. This is where you're going to go for Disperse. 11 minutes in, 37 dampening. And these two are still at it. Are you kidding me? Oh my goodness. Krexian, Mind Blast, Sun onto Seawork. Maybe he can go for big damage right now. Try to get the VT. Gotta be a port for Seawork. Looks like he is playing Ripple. He's going to get a... Oh my goodness. Seawork's still running. Forrest gumping out of there, man. You can't see the Ice Block lag, but MC and the Temporal Shield is possible. Temporal Shield is a heal is based on the damage you do. Yeah. You can purge Temporal and Temporal. Yeah, you can purge it. You can purge it, but if you were gonna purge it, you first want to purge it instantly, because once you purge it, it actually heals the mage back. If you purge Temporal, it actually heals the mage. Like once the shield is gone, whatever damage you did while the shield was up, the mage gets healed for that amount. So you want to purge it insta. Before, like, you don't want to do damage, and then purge it, because that will still heal. VT, maybe Krexian finally has Seawork in the corner. Seawork does have an Ice Block if he needs to do it. Both of these two are just trying to whittle each other down. Gonna be an Ice Block out of Seawork. Krexian could end right now with his Dispel. No, gonna be an intro by Seawork. Is he gonna go for food? Is Krexian gonna go for food too? Oh, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Good. The Pharaohs will stand a chance. And this side dampening, yup. No dampening for these Pharaohs though. Beachy and Beast Boy just gonna have to do damage, I guess. Which I guess is a... Like you could tell I clocked out of this duel, right? Oh, another BOD. And Seawork actually might go down. Executes are coming in. Maybe Seawork will actually drop here finally. It's been running for so long. It is time to rest, buddy. Actually, it's just trying to juke super hard away from Krexian. Trying to instant cast as much as possible. Other dot's gonna end him, and he finally does go down. This mage has survived for 12, almost 13 minutes, all the way to 48% dampener. Are you kidding me? Alright, boys. Zero healing from here on out. Make your health work here. We're going to continue these duels. We're going to stay in on these. Almost zero healing. 50% healing. And it's only going to get worse for you. Make the most of it. Krexian, get it opened up. By Blazer, get a stun up early. Going to trick it out of it with a Great of Fate as Blazer's trying to get some cooldowns rolling. Krexian is just going to get damage back to back. And Blazer dropping down the airstrike. Going to be... And disperse on Krexian. At least he'll get some mobility with some very minor healing at this point. Blazers just continue to truck damage. Staying on Krexian. Could he go for the big grip before he runs the corner? He does round the corner with a Shadow or two, allowing him to get a small restyle. But that damage, that healing is just not going to do anything for you. Krexian does get a Void Embrace coming out with a Mindbender. Trying to do some damage to Blazer. That Mindbender is slapping him with melee damage. But I think the Mindbender died before it even timed out. I think next up is going to be Peachy of Beast Boy up next. Is it Peachy? It is Peachy. Versus Blazer. You guys might as well just get at one another. No. Just run at each other. You're not going to be able to do any kind of honor duel. You're not going to be able to do any kind of re-stealth. And Peachy is just running away from Blazer right now. I was just going to death back then. Oh my god. Jesus, boys. They're just milking it. Maybe they are milking it. You never know. Didn't one of those get up to 95 damp before? We've got dampening to 100% before, but I don't. Most of them don't come up as videos though. Lucron. Most of them don't for obvious reasons. But is Peachy just running from Blazer? Are they role playing? Is that what it is? The tree's like, don't chop me down with your fish. Please don't hack me down with your fish. Just attacked him and run off. I think he's just roleplaying at this point, dude. He has to be roleplaying. He just attacked him and ran away. Oh my goodness. What is going on? What is this? Everybody do on those to make the game to 100% dampening? Yes, please. Let's do it. That's our roleplay. Gonna land the opener onto Blazer. Getting his damage rolling too. Gonna be AMS as soon as he sees the thorns coming up. And PJ is going to go for that long kiting spree against Blazer. Going to land a Maldic. Probably worth something to do it. Because that Maldic, I mean, that just got absorbed into the AMS. Blazer trying to get whatever damage he can from a distance without touching the thorns. That's going to be PJ landing a root on him. Keeping him dotted up in the back. And that's going to be, might not be procs. Might be enough procs to just take out Blazer right here, right now. Trying to stay in. Going to be reopened by PJ. IBF coming out immediately. Trying to see if he can chain of ice. Gripping PJ back in. And PJ just doesn't want to get gripped. He's just going to keep power shifting out of there immediately, just running by to refresh the dots of the Blazer with a big old bite to end it off. Next up is going to be Glows. Hopefully Glows will have a bit of a glowing time here with Peachy. See what I did there? Glows, glowing time. Does Peachy have a dot on him? I might have thought he would have had a long dot from Blazer because the DK dots, at least frost, last forever. And it does quite a bit of damage to Peachy. Getting that Crucible Flame onto Glows, but it's actually going to bail out as soon as he gets him out in the open. Going to root him over there. Glows needs to get those lightning lassos in immediately whenever he can. Put that thing on cooldown ASAP. Trying to get some damage without lasso. Trick it out of Peachy immediately. And Glows not looking all that health anymore. Trying to go for Frostshark's wall in his damage before it hits him. Will save the trick of protecting him a little bit. But he's still sitting out here. He's gonna... I think he's a little confused. Earthshock onto Peachy, not enough damage to really do much. It's going to be Vinci up next. Does land a kidney shot onto Peachy. Going to be very DR, but that Garrote is going to stay there, not letting Peachy get any kind of healing. And that's going to be a Cloak of Shadows coming out for those roots. Wall coming in for Peachy, getting a stun opener onto Vinci, and that's going to be Vinci staying on him. Does get a massive envenom in there with a system shock to slow him down. Peachy doesn't have anywhere to go. Vinci's just trying to end him, get a lot of energy rolling. Poison Bomb proccing. And Peachy does go down finally. Who's next is going to be Pop and Drop next. Pop, Lock, Drop. Pop, Lock, and Drop. Okay, I see it. I see it. Just going to get some dots on Avicii. Avicii, I think you got to get dots on him and interrupt him on any cast. That's basically all you can do at this point. Waiting out those dots is going to be tough. 75% dampening. No healing. Literally no healing. Actually no healing. The Trinket literally Frost Snow will blink away and try to get him. Ooh. Sap onto Pop Lock and Drop it. Does Phantom Knives the pet out. Gonna be double Garrote on the Warlock as well as the pet. Get a shot into a Block Pop and Drop it. Gonna be a Trinket for him. Human Racial and is gonna be a Wall. IBF coming down. Not IBF. It's gonna be Unstable. Vicious coming down onto Vinci. Lots of dots is gonna get the Dark Glare in. And no Cloak of Shadow is available for Vinci. His action just melted to the dots right now. Burnt on safety Trinket so quickly. Vanish comes in, but I think he's still done with the damage over time. And down he goes. Trying to do what he could, but didn't quite make it. Next up is going to be Love versus Affliction Warlock. I like that Affliction setup, man. He just got a full dots on him, no Cloak of Shadows, walled it, and just maximized the damage as soon as he could. Getting the early dots onto Love as well, as Love does have a Vendetta rolling. Kidney Shot comes in, but it looks like Love is lagging really badly. Kidney Shot coming in onto Lock, Pop, and Pop, Lock, and Drop. It's just trying to maintain the dots the best possible. Vendetta is doing quite a lot of work to him. That's going to be a Garrote yet again. Can Pop, Lock, and Drop it do anything? Try to see if he can stun him. Not going to happen with that Shadow Fury. Try to see if he can move out of there. Kind of backpedaling out, and right before he could do anything, does go down. Beast Boy coming in to finish off Love real quick. Put some love in his shoes. Love in his boots. And Love is... I don't know how... It's like... Love isn't fast. He's not all over the place. He's just lagging, so it's really hard to tell what the hell he's going to be. You know what I mean? Look at that lag. Cheap shot onto Beast Boy, trying to see if he can get a reopener. Evasion coming in a little bit early, so Beast Boy is actually going to have a perfect opportunity to get some damage back into Love. Couple of swipes into a bite, and that's it. 20 minutes into this game. Holy crap. I don't even know what to say. I ran out of words at that point, boys. But Rogues with 500,000 MS always win. Unlucky, Michael. Unlucky. Try that on me, see work. And that's a try, but I'll let you... I know it won't work, but you have options? Huh. Really? You roll me, dude, it wasn't a duel? Only another day? And that is usually on Saturdays, boys! while EU is usually on Fridays. It's fun watching Affliction, isn't it, Sashimi? I like watching Affy. Like an Affy that kind of score a kill or two. Although the rogue didn't have a cloak, so that was like a perfect setup. Just wall and pumped him full of dots, and that's all you could really do at that point, right? Alright, let me get that saved. And is that it for the night? Is that it for the night, boys? Is that the last one for the day? It is 7:29. How am I feeling? I'm actually feeling pretty good. I feel like I'm gonna crash any moment though. VTech all night in chat and made a level 1 to whisper you. Had a group up and everything, but I had to leave to jump over here and whisper you. So many games, how you do it? I don't know how many more. Alrighty, boys. Are we doing more or are we calling it here? Again, I'm just trying to see how I'm feeling. If you guys haven't seen my eyes, I probably look fucking exhausted. I was up last night until 7 in the morning, and I woke up today at 12. Oh. I might just... look around needs a 5th and 4 out of 5 or 4 out of 5. Oh wait, look around's group. Oh yeah, maybe get a look around in there. The deal isn't gonna upload it right. Oh, I don't want to fall asleep. Yeah, probably not. Lag. I have to look at them again and see if I can maybe find a fun way to watch fun parts of a duel to upload. That one I'm not sure yet. Let's just go with the words not sure for now. I healed too much. Yeah, a little bit more damage, man. More, bro. Call it, bro. Get some rest. You think so? Under the pains of sleep exhaustion. Lucron 8 patch 8.2 has been so much fun. I've actually haven't been having this much fun in this game in a long while. It feels like a brand new expansion for this last week, and I've been staying up until super late just playing the game, working some videos, but mostly playing the game. And last night I was like, I'm gonna get some work done. So I stayed up at 7 in the morning making videos and playing the game just a little bit, but this time actually a little bit. Oh, Dal, I feel you. I have to wake up at 6:30 for work. Don't stay up till 4 in the morning. I hated waking up that early, Michael, because I had college AM classes for certain classes I needed for IT, and all of them were AM, and God, I hated that. I knew to myself, like, okay, whatever job or work after college, I cannot wake up early. That's one thing that I can't do, because I'm the most irritable person. I'm the worst person I know when I wake up in the morning. And I was like, God forbid if I can somehow find a way to get a job somewhere, somehow where I don't have to wake up that early. Like 10 in the morning, perfectly fine for me. 6 or 5, and I want to kill myself. I want to end it, dude. You know what I mean? Like, I'm driving down the road, and there's, you know, oncoming traffic on the other side. I'm like, wow, that road looks really inviting. I really want to switch over. All those cars flying in the opposite direction. I kind of want to see what happens when my car and their car makes a kiss at like 60 miles an hour. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh my God, I'm just dying on the inside. Hello to college AM classes. You're super. I did a lot of AM college classes, a lot of them, but that just was IT. That just IT. The teachers back in my college, I don't want to say anything bad, but there were older people, and old people, just, I know my grandma, she has no problem waking up super fucking late. 4 in the morning, she's up like a fucking, she's fat, she wakes up before the goddamn roosters, dude. She can go on a goddamn fucking roof and go, caw, and wake up everybody up before a goddamn rooster, be like, taking my job, huh? Taking my job, huh? That's all I do. In a goddamn farm. I get on top of a goddamn roof and just fucking go caw. Except I'm pretty sure that's not what roosters say. But yeah, there's a lot of older teachers that wake up early and they were like super spy, like morning class, and they were just like dead inside. Shit. Alright, boys, I think we're gonna call it for today. I'm sorry. I would have wanted to do more. You know, I've been super excited about patch 8.2 and everything we do. We'll probably do duels tomorrow for all we know, dude. But today, I am gonna call it early. I'm gonna take Zachary's advice here and some of your guys' advice and just call it quits right now. Get some rest. Make sure to get some sleep, like real sleep. And just wake up tomorrow and start trying to have a normal life schedule, at least as normal as I had it, compared to what I'm having at now. Let me know if you want to do anything. I will, Zachary. I'll probably end up getting on my alts and just doing some dailies, or watch some YouTube videos in the background, maybe, or I might just get some videos edited and then just play WoW while those are rendering and cooking. I'll see. But I thank you guys so much for coming by. Thank you so much for watching. It was a lot of fun hanging out with you, NA. Boys, as always, guys, every time you join our duels, any day we are streaming, there's a potential that we do duels, but not a guarantee. Friday and Saturday, we always do duels. So Friday is always a day for EU. Saturday is always a day for NA. So if you are EU or NA, either one of those, you can join either one. It's all community ran. Make some groups, join some groups. Be here on stream is probably the best way to figure out how to join these. And everybody is always welcome. Thank you guys so much for checking out. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you boys all next streamer. Peace. Oh, wait. Before we end the stream, I do want to end off with a good song too. I do want to send you guys off with a good song that I really like. What's a recent song that's on the Duels playlist that I really like? Is it this one? Is it this? I like this one. We're gonna end up with this one. I'll see all you guys next streamer, okay? Peace.